All right, and welcome back to Brick Dynasty Live with a returning guest and fan favorite here and personal favorite. We have Mr. KDX Bricks Analytics. Evan, how are you?
Ken, how are you? Great to be back, man. Too kind, too kind. I love the intro, by the way.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
Just me this time, so not as rowdy as some of the last couple of times.
Yeah. Every time I watch that intro, I get a little bit more jazzed about the show. It's like, man, we've had some awesome people on here. We've had a lot of fun.
That is something, I mean, really something to be proud of, man. Like, that's a long list of who's who in this world. And so that's great. I love how you do that. Just reaching out and pulling everybody into your show. It's great.
Yeah, it's I don't know what the hell we're doing. It's every day, every week's a mystery. Yeah. So, fly by the seat of my pants and hope they don't rip.
You know, Tuesday night. Oh, show tomorrow night. I wonder what we're going to do.
Oh, man. Yeah, so far, the whole year was so easy. You know, a little blip on the radar here and there, but pretty much scheduling a month ahead, no problem. Around the holidays, it has sucked. It's like 1 week to the next, you're just biting your nails, hoping people don't cancel. We recorded our Christmas Eve show, so I'm going to launch that as a premiere.
Nice.
So I guess I'll be watching the recording live with whoever wants to hang out and chat with me while it's playing. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Well, I know we all know this, but man, this time of year is busy. Buying, selling, you and me videos and that kind of stuff. And wow, the days are flying by, and I still got my when I say I still got my full-time job, I will have my full-time job for a long time. Yep. Fingers crossed. No plans to do anything more than a hobby with what I'm doing here. But as you and I were talking before the show started, this hobby is turning into a hobby plus, which I'm enjoying, but I'm going to be sticking with the job for a long time. So some days it's on the drive home. It's, at the stoplight, it's looking online or looking at Lego news or, answering email or answering comments or whatever it may be so that I can get home. And some days I just rush right into my office, sit down, hit record and go after it and see what I can do. But yeah, the days, November, December, man, the days turn into a blur, but makes it fun. I'm not bored, and I know you're in the same boat.
Oh yeah, I was driving to work the other day watching one of your videos, and you're like, I forget exactly what it was, but it was like, I just got up, I haven't done my hair yet, I thought I was going to record a video, and something like that. I'm like, man, I can relate to that. You squeeze in those minutes when you have them.
Yes. Yeah. And I don't sit still, and, blessing and a curse. I think for me, it works out, but, it's funny sometimes with the wife and kids, if we're watching a show or eating dinner or whatever, they'll say, all right, show's on or dinner's ready. I'll come out. I'll be like, well, one of you is still in the bathroom. So clearly, dinner's not ready. I could have been doing something for 60 more seconds. Mrs. KDX is like, yo, dude, you got to chill just a little bit.
Yeah. But, so I saw a thing today. I forget who it was. It was on Cody Sanchez's podcast. And he was talking about, I think he calls it the $1,000 rule. So every day that you have like 1,000 workable minutes, and you just consider every minute worth $1. So you get $1,000 a day to work with. If somebody says, hey, can I get 15 minutes of your time? That's like $15 being sucked out of your wallet.
Yep.
Yeah. Or if you have a 5 minute wasted phone call or a 5 minute phone call that just goes horribly bad, if you let a 5 minute phone call ruin your day, are you going to let $5 take $995 out of your pocket? You can't. You got to keep it pushing. So
That's right. That's
I
right.
look at it the other direction too. You get 2 available minutes. It's $2 more I could pick up off the floor.
I was gonna say, so I can be a pissant sometimes. That's the way I like to describe it, and I look at it the same way like you do most of the time. But every now and then, like maybe with the cell phone companies or the internet company or something like that, right? Like if they're yanking you around, sometimes I just tell them like, look, it's been half an hour. That's $100 of my time or whatever it may be. And so you better start wrapping it up or there better be some kickbacks here because my time is money. And, I find it empowering. I love that word, empowering, to be like, hey, I know what my time is worth. So let's keep moving. Again, sometimes when I, get into that mode with Mrs. KDX, she's like, you don't get to play the time your time is valuable with me.
Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause she can ruin a whole lot of your time.
Yeah. There's a lot of times and places you can throw around, that kind of attitude. But at home, you work all those things out together.
Yeah. Fletcher's got the right idea here. He tells them to figure it out, call them back if it takes.
Yeah. Oh man. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. These days with AI and all that kind of stuff, and on with all the AI chats, you can do that. Just shoot them some and say, "Call me when you're ready."
Yeah. Some of those AI chat agents, though, they'll drive you crazy. I went in like full circles with Verizon a week or two ago. We upgraded our service, and every time we would be streaming, it would be choppy.
Oh,
It's like it's more than double what I was paying before. It should be better. It's gone backwards.
yeah.
What's going on? The AI thing was useless, and it would never offer for me to talk to an actual person. Like, just let me talk to a person. Come on. I couldn't even find a friggin' phone number anywhere on the website. It was like hidden behind a Jaguar in a closet. And finally, they gave me a person. The guy said, "Oh yeah, no problem. That's the easiest thing. Just you basically sit there for 10 minutes, and every once in a while, I'll make sure you're still there, and just bear with me." And all of a sudden, it was fixed. Like I'd spent 30 minutes with this robot thing for. Whatever. It's fine.
Have you seen that company that's building AI avatars for people so that, like at work, they can attend 2 meetings at once? So like. And I saw it on the news, and it was the guy interviewing, the guy who created the avatar, and then the avatar. So the interviewer interviewed the avatar the entire time. And occasionally the other guy would just, have something to say, but pretty rarely. And it was wild. And so the guy was explaining, if you're at work and you got to go to 2 meetings at the same time, send your avatar to the lesser important one. It already knows what you're thinking and what you would respond. It knows your personality. It knows your history. Unfortunately, it knows everything about you. But it just, let that one handle that meeting. So, Ken, you don't know, but maybe what you're seeing here is actually my avatar, and I could be, off selling Lego somewhere.
Oh, man. Well, hopefully you're at least making some money out there.
But someday, it's coming, man.
Yeah. It's crazy. Oh, Papa Rex is here. Hello, sir.
Yeah.
All right. So to actually talk about Lego, because I suppose we should probably do that.
Fine.
What did you think of the Black Friday, Cyber Monday week before? I guess it was like a 3-week block that just steadily went downhill for the most part.
So I did this go around. I did most of mine on Shop at Home. And it was mostly Insider Weekend. So I did snipe a few things like at Target and Amazon. And I can pull up my list at some point. But mostly Shop at Home. That first round of discounts, the long list of 20 and then some good 25 and 30% off. And, you know, you're stacking 15 for me, 15% at Rakuten, and then a couple, 2 or 3 GWPs. And you know, and it was time to get the big sets. That's what I was focused on this round. And so I was really excited about it. And a lot of things went out of stock, sold out. And I'm curious to see, I would love to be in the boardroom with Lego and be looking at their notes about how they thought this year went, because I feel like they would have wanted to have more around for Black Friday, but they did a ton for Insider Weekend. That Black Friday was really not much.
Yeah, it was fast. I'm kind of thinking they were pretty excited about it, like, because where's the balance? Because you want it gone by the end of the year.
Yep.
But you want it available till close to the end of the sale, I guess. I don't know how you judge that, because, you know, production isn't 5 minutes. It's some of those bigger sets. You got to imagine it takes a long time.
Yeah. Yep.
3 seconds, 30 seconds, 3 minutes. Those are not acceptable times, though. You know, missing the Lion Knight's Castle was upsetting. I was not thrilled about that.
And so I missed it too, because I already had 2. Yeah, I already have 2. Obviously, I would have liked another 1 or 2. You know, I wasn't gonna. I mean, it's my number 1 set on my power rankings videos, but still, hobby. I saw on Marketplace a lot. I don't like to go too tall on one set. I do. You know, it's different than DG. I like Clutch's comment there. Maybe DG's doing the avatar to me. That's pretty funny. But you know, DG he does on Walmart, and so he likes going tall. Makes it pretty good. But I like going wide because I find more variety on Marketplace is good. And you know, especially through the last month or so, I'm selling 3, 4, 5 sets at once, and it's because of that variety. And so for me, I think I forgot what I was going to say, so I'm gonna have to think about that here for a second.
All right. So Shop at Home, you think was the?
Oh, I know. Yeah. So the Lion Knight's Castle, right? So for me, I didn't get another Lion Knights because that one was not showing as back ordered, whereas the Batman animated series was showing back ordered before midnight hit. I didn't have any of those, and I really wanted some of those. So I actually did 3 of those first.
Nice.
And honestly, I'm kind of glad. I think, would they take like 20 minutes to sell on those?
Yeah. I think it was something like that. They pinged back once or twice before they really disappeared. But
it was quick. But Lion Knight's Castle was 90 seconds. Honestly, you never know. Gotham City could have gone quick. I'm glad I went for that one because it sounds like a third of the people that ordered Lion Knights got him canceled anyways. And so if you weren't in the first probably 35, 40 seconds, you were out anyways. Yeah. And that's infuriating, but I get it. It's going to happen.
Yeah. And as disappointed as I am in missing those, I really like the thrill of just like pounding your head while you're in queue, just waiting to get through. And man, it does make it fun. It adds a level of excitement to it. And, you know, watching the emails to make sure that, you know, it's the Skyline ship and that market's shipped. And thankfully, you know, that actually happened.
Yep.
And to Corey's question here, I don't think I had a single set delivered by Lego that came damaged.
So this go around, same for me. And I'll tell you, the last 6 orders at Lego, I had damaged sets. I ordered 2 lighthouses a few months ago. They came in individual boxes, both damaged. And to the point, I mean, I really don't want to call Lego that much. And I don't do most of my sourcing from Lego. So I'm not, you know, and again, hobby level for me. So I'm not worried about, at this point, I'm not worried about them messing with my account. But I have bought, you know, my Limit Plus, you know, when the limit's reset, I've certainly bought my Limit Plus online. So I'm sure that they would at least acknowledge that I'm buying a lot more than I would need for one person or be giving out for gifts. But I actually did call them And, I wasn't looking for anything. I was just like, hey, I've gotten a lot of damaged boxes lately. Is there anything we can do about this? And they were cool, but, they weren't doing much.
Yeah. Yeah, I think for the last 2 or 3 weeks, Kohl's shocked me, and it takes a lot for me to be willing to order through Kohl's.
Yeah.
And when Dobby hit $19.99, I had to jump on that. Those were all fine.
Nice. Those are a pretty good box too. That's a sturdy box.
Yep. Yeah, and a great price point. I was really happy.
Yep.
I think basically everything else I got from everywhere else was at least slightly damaged. Shields, Barnes and Noble, Amazon, Target, Walmart, like across the board, everything had at least a little bit of damage.
Except your Lego.com stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, except that.
Yeah. Yeah. Luckily, so I got a question for you. But luckily for me, it seems like the box damage has not impacted when I'm selling on Marketplace or eBay.
Yeah.
So since a lot of people aren't selling on Walmart anymore, on Amazon anymore, and we're coming up with different ways to source, website, BrickLink, all the other ways. I think maybe 3 years ago, I heard some people saying, hey, damaged boxes estimate about a 10% cut on the sale price.
Yeah.
What do you feel like that is now? Has that changed at all? Are people less worried about box condition?
I think it depends a lot on what it is.
Yeah.
I think with black boxes, it still kind of matters.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really good collectible kind of stuff, I suppose it matters. But now that on some of these sets, they're putting those god-awful battery warnings on them, and the boxes aren't even display worthy with those big ugly things on them.
No, both my lighthouses have that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
which one was it? Oh,
I had one recently that I was surprised had it.
Oh, what did I just pick up?
Does Gotham City have a light brick?
I didn't even flip those boxes around to look at them.
Okay.
Yeah, I just kind of popped them out, gave a quick glance, and then put them back.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Hocus Pocus at Barnes and Noble. I got one in mostly good condition, and the other one was kind of hammered. The one that was kind of hammered was old enough that it didn't have the battery warning on it.
Yeah, yeah. Too bad it wasn't the other one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, those will sell. Somebody will buy those that's just going to pop it and build it. And be all right.
Yeah. But I also think that the large sets, right? Like Ninjago, City Gardens, City Markets. I'm looking at a couple of jazz clubs on the other side of my laptop. Like, yes, the boxes, or, I got this one from last year behind me. Like, the boxes are great. The box art is great. I made the point to Lego that they put so much effort into the box art. Like, they are works of art that, we do care to some degree. But it seems like with the big boxes, there's so much box. How do you not have, some little scuffs and stuff here? As long as there isn't a hole or a majorly crushed in corner, I'm not seeing anybody worry about those. And also, as life goes on, we become a more consumer-driven world. We're all, consuming more and more. Well, we're also, because of that, hearing a lot more discussion about consumerism, and, we have so much stuff and et cetera, that I'm seeing and hearing a lot more people say, look, I used to keep Lego boxes, not anymore. And they enjoy them when they open them, and then they recycle them, or, recycle them.
Yeah. So, and now so many of the boxes have the thumb rip spot on it. And I can't speak for everybody, but I know I make a mess with those.
It's funny. I actually kind of like those. Yeah. I don't know why, but I have pretty good luck popping those, and then I just put my arm in and just kind of work my way on the other side and open it up. So, and what I kind of like about them is that you don't have to worry about somebody questioning, was the tape lifted? Because I got one set where the tape has slid, and it's a big one. And, you know, when I take pictures of it, you know, I've even thought about maybe I should heat it up and try to put it back. I know it's never been opened, but, you know, somebody might ask about that. So I kind of like those. You know, it confirms a sealed box.
Well, I've heard some people say that from storing in high humidity, the adhesive has actually let go, like right at the thumb tabs, and it's actually popped, so you could put your hand in there.
Yes.
So got to be cautious of that.
Yes, I had. What did I have? I actually had a couple that I put little dabs of super glue in. I think it was a couple of the that Idea Space wall art set.
Okay.
You know,
yeah.
And they came delivered like that. They were in the warehouse in high heat, so just a little bit of super glue.
You know, I didn't realize that I liked that set until it was gone.
Ooh, I've done good with that one. I've only had it a year, and I've already sold maybe 5.
Yeah. I had a feeling the numbers were going to do all right, but I personally am a little disappointed that I don't have it. It's all right. Yeah, we don't have any room for basically anything at this point.
Yeah. So you're saying you don't have one for your own collection?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I do. I haven't built it yet. The box is completely crushed, so that one's mine. But I like the sets you can hang on the wall. You know, you don't take up shelf space.
Yeah, that Batman Skyline, I was pretty sure if one came in crushed, it was going to be wall mounted. But everything came in good shape, so now they're going to have to be sold.
Maybe you accidentally step on one.
Yeah, not at that price tag. No, those are going to sell for 400 at some point. So,
oh yeah, I think they already are over 400 on eBay.
Yeah.
Now you've got to subtract out shipping and fees, but I think the buyers, you know, especially when you add in the taxes on top, I think they're paying well over 400 for them already.
That's awesome.
And Lion Knight's Castle is already, you know, I think I did the calculation the other day. I think after shipping and fees, I think you're close to 500. So if you bought a retail,
okay.
I think so. I think if you bought a retail, you're already maybe like a $90 return. But of course, you know, get it on sale and got all the promos and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So yeah. So one thought I've been having about all these sets that sold out is, that shadow box. I love that set, and I didn't get one, and I would have loved to have one for a personal collection. But so what I want to know, what I'm trying to figure out is, did all these big sets sell out quickly? A, because there was just so much demand, consumers and investors, and Lego produced tons like they always do, or is Lego looking at the market and slowing down production? And, you know, we've talked about this in previous, I think with the group last time, that production numbers are always lagging to sales velocity, you know, because you just can't predict the future like that. So they got to look at how things are doing and then throttle up, throttle down based on that. And so you're never going to hit it perfect. You're always going to go through a period where I've produced a few too many sets because the buying has gone down a little bit. And then when it swings back up, you're going to have, I produced too few sets. So I don't know, because I'd be surprised, honestly. I'd be very surprised if Lego picked up on it that quickly, because last year was a great year for them. I think $2 billion in total profit. Yeah, and so what would have, you know, yes, there's talk about the economy going, you know, struggling, but so far it hasn't happened. So I'm trying to figure out, like, what research or market indicators would they have seen that they would have said, you know what, we need to slow down production. So I feel like the demand is still freaking high.
Yeah, I think so too. I think part of why they're dialing back is because of the new releases. I mean, with these massive sets disappearing fast, it's only a benefit to them storage-wise. They got 150 sets coming out in 3 weeks. That's going to eat up some real estate. I mean,
gotcha.
They have some, but those are some chunky sets coming out. So,
yeah. So, and that's good for us then too.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. I hadn't thought about that, but I'm sure Lego graphs. I think I drew that correctly for the audience, but they graph. And so Lego releases a set, and month 1, Yep. Month one, they're like, okay, month one, new set. We project that we sell 1% of total sales for that set in month one. I don't know what the numbers are. Just pick numbers. And then month two, it drops to 0.9. And month three, it drops to 0.8. Well, then you can look at it quarterly. First quarter, all the buzz, all the excitement. First quarter, they sell 50% of the total volume and they're going to sell that set. And second quarter, they sell, another 10%. Well, now look at years. Year one, maybe they're looking at it saying, hey, year one, we're selling 70% of the total volume we sell on a set. Year two is, X more. But when you get into year three, yes, there's still demand for it. But, the amount of sales they're getting on that set to then keep it in production and store it and all that kind of stuff compared to saying, okay, we hit the center of mass on this set, we cut it, and now we do a new set that we can sell a ton of volume. Maybe that's actually increasing overall sales for them, and then it does leave meat on the bone for us investors because, So yeah, oh man, someday I wish Lego would just like open up. They never will unless they become public. But I would love to see all the different analytics that they run.
Yeah. Part of me wonders if there's like a spite factor to some of the things that they do. Whether it's, you look at the Cara Dune situation and the ATST Raider, where that was it 2 years of zombie stock after all of that, or just some of the crazy things they've done where, it's scalping is an issue. So they go and they put out, the mother load of production, bury everything, or, some people get a little too feisty and like, all right, well, screw you guys. We're just going to let it sell out 3 months early. Sanctum sanctorum, right?
Mm-hmm.
There just wasn't enough like social media hype about it. So like, okay, well, if you don't want to talk about it, we're not going to sell it to you.
Yep. Green God's Bank. Now it did just come back in for back order, but I saw some people buzzing like it says sold out. It doesn't say out of stock. It said sold out on Lego, and people were wondering, did it retire early? And
no.
So I've said this before. I think that Lego generally appreciates Lego investors and resellers.
Yeah.
They're never going to say it publicly because that's horrible for their image and all that kind of stuff. But I think that they see that there's great value in that for their bottom line. And I think it sees great value in that for their brand and, just future buzz, future longevity. It's better than throwing out old stock. Some companies, I can't see that happening with Lego, but like designer type companies, don't they throw out last year's stuff so that, people want to buy the new stuff and it keeps it, exclusive and hard to get and that kind of stuff. And, that's so much waste. That's kind of frustrating to see and have happen. So I think that they generally appreciate us. They appreciate that we help clear the shelves for the new sets to come in, right at the last minute. But they still need to make sure that we have limited influence, power, control, whatever it may be, that we're limited to some degree. And so the best way to limit us is just, to play games with us. I think they are aware of it. And I think that they do mess with us. I don't think out of spite. So, probably occasionally, but I think that they, do have some of like, well, we got to keep them guessing enough that they stay at the level that they are and that they got to, work hard to be successful at this game and, be agile and creative and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I think they enjoy messing with us to some degree.
Yeah, they enjoy messing with everybody. We all know the Captain Rex story.
Yeah.
Everything that went down with that.
Yeah.
What a mess that was. And that won't be the last time.
No. And is there any chance Lego didn't know exactly what they were doing with that? Heck no. They knew exactly. They knew that there would be some uproar. They knew some people would demand, money back, whatever. And they're like, it's totally worth that because, a little bit of a little bit messing to keep everybody on their toes. I mean, look, releasing a new Jedi Bob in a cheap set has a lot of people wound up.
Yeah.
Helmet holes have a lot of people wound up.
Oh, man. That one is ridiculous. The Jedi Bob thing, I think, is great.
Me too.
Because, you give the new generation an opportunity to take part in those stories and the lore behind it. Amazing. It's great for the hobby. Putting it in a cheap set, it's brilliant. I think that's awesome.
Yep.
The only problem with the Rex situation, good, make that an accessible minifigure. I'm all for that.
Yep.
Don't put in the friggin' book that it's an exclusive minifigure.
Yeah.
That's just a dick move.
Yep. Lego knows, I won't say screwed up because I really believe they knew what they were doing, but they know that they quote unquote screwed up, but I think they did it intentionally. And they knew that they were going to have to pay some people a couple $100 in points. And I think for them in the long run, they're like, oh well. Yeah. But no, I'm with you on that Jedi Bob thing. I do not. So obviously, we're successful at investing, in reselling Legos because of supply and demand, and of course the scarcity aspect of third-party supply and demand. Great, right? But that's just standard market and standard products flowing through their process. What I don't want to have happen, and in some items that we get, some of the exclusive GWPs that sell out real quick, they kind of fall in that category. That's fine. It's a unique situation. But I don't want the bulk of what I'm investing in for Lego to be because the general consumer market never really had a shot at it, or that it just sold out. Like, that's not fun to me. Like, again, a lot of why and do this. There's a lot of sets that I will own that I will never build, but I will always remember that I had it in my hands, that I enjoyed looking at it. Like, there's fun in buying, like you said, going and finding the great deal and be like, what a deal. That was great. And having your hands and enjoying it. But I never built it, but I still got to enjoy the set. And I don't think that I would want to do this if I didn't get that kind of enjoyment out of it. And if I felt like, hey, I'm making money because I'm the guy that's getting something that nobody else had an opportunity. And so, like, on my YouTube channel, I love it when somebody comments like, oh, you're stealing toys from kids and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, how long has it been on the shelves? How many times has it been on sale? How great is it that we're providing a service so that people, when they missed out on a set because there are so many of them and they just couldn't buy them all, that they're like, all right, now a couple years later, I decide I want to add this one to my collection, like the Speed Champions or the helmets. And, everybody that I've sold to probably 75 customers on Facebook Marketplace in the last 8 weeks. Every single one of them is like so happy and pleased. And of course, to sell on Facebook Marketplace, you have to be a little lower than eBay and Amazon. Not a lot, a little lower, but it's great because it's never so low. It's not 15% lower like eBay takes, right? So it's kind of split in the middle. I sell locally and I'm actually making more than when I sell on eBay. But to them, they're paying less on eBay. So it's a win-win. And every single customer is like, oh, this is a gift for so-and-so. And this is, they're happy. They love it. Like, how can we be doing something wrong when all of our customers are like, hey, thanks a lot for doing this for me?
Yeah. And the same people that are bitching at us for doing what we're doing are happily going to Bricks and Minifigs with a big smile on their face. And it's like, what do you think they are?
Exactly.
We have owners of Bricks and Minifigs that use our app to find these clearance deals and find these sales.
Yep.
They're doing the same thing. They're leaving their little store and going to Walmart and picking up these sets and then driving back to the store, changing the price on them and putting them on the shelf.
Yep.
That's how they make their money.
Yep.
Good.
Oh, it's a great service. All markets or all collectibles, I guess together, all collectible markets, right? Like anything where people collect it. It's not a hobby. It's not a collectible. It's not anything unless you have dealers in there, whether it's stamps or shoes or, currency or whatever else, right? Like, you got to have people that learn everything about it and that, can give you good appraisals and, know all the details and want to help move the knowledge and move the product. And that's what people love. Before the internet, like my grandfather was a big collector. and his job had him driving all over the Northeast. He loved going to all these different collection shows. If people didn't do that, then we wouldn't have our hobbies.
Yeah. Yeah. And the other thing people miss out on too is now when you order from Amazon or whatever, any of the big box places, like we talked about earlier with the damage, you don't know what kind of condition your product is going to be in when it gets to you.
Yep.
If you order, like I know if people order from me, they're going to know what condition it is before I sell it. I'm going to tell them very specifically, this is a damaged box, it's a mini fresh box, whatever.
Yep.
And it's going to arrive to them in the same condition as when I described it, unless the postal worker really does a number on it. Because I pack the shit out of them. I want them to get there in one piece.
Yep.
If they leave it on your front step in the rain for, a couple hours, that's kind of out of my control. Right?
Yeah. Yep.
Although if I can fit it in a bag, I usually bag everything.
Nice.
That I can. I'm not bagging any of these monstrosities. So you gotta put them in a trash bag at that point.
And then slap a label. Yeah. Honestly, I've thought about, I don't know where I would do it. It'd be nice if you could like pull your customers on eBay or something. But I've thought about asking somewhere, hey, if I just slap a label right on the Lego box, would that work for you? Like I wish I could give options. Hey, buyer, you can pay X amount and I'll package it up and ship it. Or you don't want the box at the end of the day. You'll enjoy the box, but you're going to throw it out. I'll stick the label right on it and ship it out like that. Because I'm like you. I pack them great. And in my eBay posts, I include a picture of it in the box packed up. Obviously, before I close it up, but I make sure they can at least see the set number or something. Slide the packing paper out of the way so they know it's the same one. And then in my listings, I say, as you can see, I pack this as best I can, and I take pictures and point out where there's damage. And then I say, but of course, assuming the post office doesn't mangle it or something to that effect.
Yeah, there's just not much you can do about that.
Yeah. Yep. Neo, thanks for the kind words, man. And thanks for loving my videos. That's awesome.
Yeah, this is a good one here. I told them throw the box away to save on shipping. That's smart.
Yep.
Smart. And it, personally, as a seller, I would love to do that. Just put a bunch of bags in an overly padded bag or a much smaller box to ship it.
Yep.
So much easier.
Yep.
Because, unfortunately, no matter how prepared you are, somehow there is always that one box size you're out of right when you need it. And,
so I had the best experience yesterday. I have this set. I forget what it was. Might have been one of the Monkey Kid mechs or something. But I have this set, and it's more of a square-shaped box. Mm-hmm. And I've had it like in, the sets that I have like queued on the table, ready to put into a box and post it on eBay. And I just can't find the right freaking box for it. And so a friend of mine lately I've been telling friends, hey, you got Amazon boxes, I'll take them, So somebody dropped a few off my house and put the box on the table, and I grabbed this set, and it fit like a freaking glove, man. It's like the best feeling ever. Like, that's a win in our life.
Yeah.
And I will say I've gotten to the point now where to save on shippings, I've had some people comment on my eBay listings that my shipping's too high, that if the box is pretty sturdy and the set fits in there snugly, and maybe, on two of the ends, I got to put some packing paper in there, I'm putting them like that. And of course, if they crush a corner, they crush a corner. But most of the time, those, the larger boxes, they're not going to beat those up too bad. It's the ones that are so deep, right? Because we have flat boxes for Lego sets. It's the ones that are so deep that they don't pack tight enough. Those are the ones that just get the corners crushed in. That always happens. But for one set, if it fits like a glove, I'm getting feedback that it came without any damage. So I'm sticking to that.
Yeah, I mean, you get the boxes directly from Lego, the super form-fitting boxes.
The ready to ship.
Oh, yeah, those things are glorious.
It's like Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for, when those things have doubled in price, I'll put those boxes in another box and ship them that way.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
God, I don't ever want to see a $500 return.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
It's, you don't get those fees back. That's an ugly situation.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah. So you think any of these sets that sold out on Insiders weekend, and then the last couple that sold out over Black Friday, you think any of them are coming back?
Well, I think Gringotts is definitely coming back.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, I think I haven't looked recently, but this morning it was back on back order.
Yeah.
Shipping like December 29th, which, sorry folks, that's a little bit of a letdown. Yeah, so that's good news, because I would like to have a couple of those on hand.
Yeah.
Not at that price,
No.
but yeah, I think that's got some room to grow if you get it at at the right spot. I really don't see any of the big ones coming back. And Markets is gone. Batman, Lion Knights. I mean, on Shop at Home, well, what did we see? 80 sets down now.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll see a couple restocks, little pings here and there from returns and canceled orders, whatever.
I think even Travel Moments is gone now, right?
Oh, is it? That was 50% off this morning.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, 50% off, it was a little tempting. I still passed.
It is sold out. Yep.
Really?
Wow. It is sold out. I think I saw it sold out actually a few days ago, and then I think it came back briefly, but yeah, once word got out that that the Micro Ninjago, one of those Micro Ninjago sets, and then that Maze set was popping in and it wasn't advertised. Yeah. I almost thought about buying 2 Travel Moments because, and Rakuten for me was at 15%. I mean, I would have been like equivalent 75% off. I mean, honestly, I should have. It would have been a win, but can't buy them all.
Yeah. Well, I struggled to put in a couple orders this morning. It was hard. There's nothing left to buy.
Yeah.
I managed, but it wasn't great.
I had a good question on one of my recent videos, and the person was saying they said they were relatively new to this, and they were asking, hey, so all these sets that sold out during Insider Weekend, which by the way is kind of different than last year and the year before. I feel like this year a lot more sold out
for sure,
quicker, and we've talked about this in other episodes. Every year is different. Like the pattern is so unpredictable, Yeah. But so they asked me, like, hey, a lot of sets sold out. Is that A, because demand is high and people are buying them, mostly consumer market, or is it because these are sets that are just way too popular for investors? And I wrote back and said, well, we don't really know, probably a blend. But I said, look, it seems like historically, regardless of why the set sold out, anytime a set sells out before, middle to late December is a good sign, because a lot of people still, not a lot, but there's still people that may think like, hey, maybe I'll get another shot at a discount, right before Christmas or, even right after Christmas. And so the person came back and was like, hey, that really makes sense, right? Like selling out in November, early December, our world, our people, we definitely are prepared for that, mentally prepared for that, and then we expect that. I think a lot of people still get surprised by that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in an embarrassing number of Discord servers at this point. And, I kind of lurk and, I'll chime in here and there because I don't want to just be like the creepy guy that's only lurking and, spying for information, try to contribute from time to time.
Yep.
And it's incredible how many people are doing like exactly that. They're waiting for that last big deal.
Yep.
And just hoping, I need this at 30, 40% off. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna wait, and then the deal finally comes, and Lion mine nights happens and it's gone in 30 seconds. And then
Yep.
like, I should have bought it. And, last Insiders weekend for double
Yep.
points and all the,
Yep.
like, well, and then you see them inevitably, 6, 8 months later, like, oh shit, I bought it from a reseller. I paid an extra, 200 over retail. And
Yep. Yep.
A good thing you did, because another year from now would be another $100 higher. Some of these.
The one that I'm waiting for is Ghost and Phantom.
I bought one. I bought another one today.
Where?
Just out of rage.
Just out of rage.
Yeah.
Lego or?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're still at full price.
Yeah, I know, but double points in the GWP and
Yep.
And sometimes you have to make not the best buy just to feel something.
You got to feel alive, man. You got to feel alive.
Yeah, I was dying. My first order today was there was Luffy and Buggy, which are both back ordered, and I'm fairly confident both of them are going to be canceled.
Yeah,
and then a Dumbo, just to push me over the 75 and get the GWP.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you get Dumbo and the GWP shipped to your house and then they cancel the rest of the order, you just got yourself a gingerbread train for $10.
Yeah, yep.
Pretty good. And double points on, which is, $1, whatever.
Yeah.
Extra little perk. It's a pretty good deal.
Well, I got the hot chocolate mug and
those were great.
Those are great. And the terrible micro castle with the puppy dog face on it. Thing is horrendous. But I got both of those free in one order because I ordered 4 of the Robot World roller coasters that got canceled on me. So that's the only thing I've had canceled this year, so I can't complain too much.
They still ship the GWPs though, huh?
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they always do that.
Yep. So I've had terrible luck with that. When I've ordered things, well, actually, come to think of it, I've had bad luck with that when I've ordered things that I've known were back ordered.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And not ordered a regular thing.
Yep.
Okay, so for cancellation, they still give it to you.
So on that one, that was all I had. I had the 2 GWPs and the Robot World roller coasters. And they shipped them to me. But yes, if anything is on back order, I always make sure to drop something in there that's not on back order. Okay. Even if it's a $1.50 keychain or something like that. But this one, when I ordered those 4, they were not on back order at the time. And so they went to back order soon after that, but they were not at that time. So I'm wondering if their system just, shot them out because they weren't on back order.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you got the GWPs as an apology almost.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. And I don't think that they did it, intentionally. I think it was their system just does it.
Yeah.
I think their system is like, hey, everything, those GWPs can get sent because an item is in stock and is getting sent. And once all that converged into wherever they pack it all in, well, those GWPs showed up to the packing station and the items that I ordered did not show up and they eventually got delayed and then canceled, but they were like, well, they're here, we're shipping them. I think it's more process than anything.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like with the Luffy and Buggy order today, I made sure to add Dumbo to that, which was still in stock. I mean, and really, Dumbo's going to be just fine at $10.
Yeah. It's a great little set.
Yeah, and I don't know if you saw, but Brickhead's price increase next year.
I did not see that. Yeah. When did who did that come out on Brickset or something as an article?
No, Angel Brickhead is officially revealed, and it's on Shop at Home at $12.99.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So that's a 30%.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a 30% jump.
Yeah. And that feels weird though, because it's a 30% jump, but it's $3, and brickheads have been 10 forever.
Yeah.
So I can't even be mad about it. It's still irritating just because anything higher is irritating.
Yeah. Yep.
And 13 makes for more complicated math. I like 10 whenever possible.
Well, remember there's in some cases there's tax on top. That always throws it off.
Yeah. Yeah. So now when they go on sale, they'll be 10. Yeah.
That's frustrating.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, like standard sale price on Speed Champs is whatever the previous Speed Champs regular price was, which is odd.
I am digging in. I am not buying them unless I find them for $12 to $14. At least while they're going through this tumultuous pricing time. Once they settle at $30 a pop, which we know that's where they're going, and everybody gets used to that, okay, fine. Then if they discount them to 16, then I'll buy them. But 12 to 14 is my spot right now, and I'm probably going to miss out on this year's retiring brickheads for the Speed Champions for the most part.
I'm trying to think what do I even have for Speed Champs? I think I only have the green 2-pack.
Okay,
I think that might be it.
The safety car, F1 and safety car.
I don't have a ton of them.
Yeah.
And I have some of the kick car because it's the only one from that run that's retiring. So I have those.
Yep.
And again, I didn't go super deep on those. I don't know or really care at all about F1. It means nothing to me. But the prices were good, and they'll do all right.
Yeah. It will be interesting to see how that works for Lego with releasing basically 10, and now they got a couple more coming out, and they had last year's. I mean, we're in the neighborhood, and then there's the one that goes with the green 2-pack. I mean, we're in the neighborhood of like 15 F1s, pretty close to overlapping with each other. I'm a huge racing fan, as you know. I want them all. They're fun to build. Each of their builds is surprisingly has a fair amount different in some areas. In the roll bar, the side pods, they have good enough variation that they're enjoyable. But I am curious what Lego's metrics look like on those, if it was best to release them all at once or if they should have rolled a few out at a time.
Yeah, I don't know. It's an odd one, especially since they mixed the age ratings from those, which was also kind of odd. I mean, 2 18 plus mixed in there. I don't know. I guess with the sponsorships you had to.
It was all because of Red Bull and things like that. Yeah. You can't advertise Red Bull to kids.
I mean, Red Bull does.
I know. My middle school sons are like, it gives you wings. I'm like, crap, don't drink that stuff.
Yeah, get off of the building. Yeah, I don't know. That shit's all crazy. Okay, so Nomad's point here is, I think it was him. The green 2-pack, Walmart's still having a ton of them. At $25 for a Speed Champ 2-pack, I don't care. I'm not afraid of that. I mean, regular price is $45, possibly higher next year for a 2-pack.
Yep.
Great. So you sell it at retail.
Yep.
You sell it at retail for cash. You make $20 on the deal. I mean, your ROI there is solid.
Yep.
It'll be easy to move.
Yep.
Whatever. And I didn't buy enough to care. So if I get a dozen of them that I just kind of lose for 6 months, or whatever.
That Corvette 2-pack from a few years ago, I got some of those, and they did not get much of a bump, right? Retirement bump. But a year and a half later, I was selling them, and I was doing more than 100% ROI. Like, it looked like no good, and then with all the pricing coming out, people were looking at those going, I can get a couple of cars for, I think it was around like 21 or 22 bucks each. And I think I bought the sets for about like 20 because that was back when the prices were a little lower. So yeah, you're right. I think, and especially that 2-pack, that's a good one. That safety car is awesome.
Yeah.
The pace car.
Is that the first pace car?
As far as I recall, definitely in the 8 stud wide it is. There could be something back in the 6 stud wide days, but with all the F1s, you got almost the full paddock. You got to have the safety car with it.
Yeah, I came in right at the beginning of the 8 stud. I missed the old ones. I didn't have very much experience with that. I mean, we found some of them in bins. I've seen them.
Yeah,
they're actually more city friendly.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Which made a lot more sense. But
yep,
they're not trying to sell those to city builders. They're trying to sell them for people that mount them up on the wall and the big displays and everything now.
Yeah, collecting them. Yeah, yep. Let's see here. There's some 6 stud wides right there.
Oh yeah, look at that.
And then get my head out of the way behind that diorama. There's some more right there. Oops, there we go on that little shelf. Yeah. So
Mos Eisley down there.
Yeah.
Nice.
There we go. Oh yeah. Let's see what else I'm building.
I love that you have your builds mixed into your inventory. That's fun.
Yep. Oh man, I'm good. I should be a cameraman. There we go. Oh, and I'm building that big space NASA, not NASA, but it's like the VTOL set. It's that crawler set, cool. The big one that goes with that VTOL. All right, man. I think I got a new career, camera work.
Man, I hate anytime I spin my camera around. I aim it in the wrong direction, and up is down, and down is up, and I'm doing all the wrong things.
Yep. But
move anything on my desk at this point, anyway.
But yeah, those original
Christmas tree.
Oh, I know, and I got. Yeah, like I know this is like terrible, but look at all the sets that I have stacked over there. That is not good organization, but what are you gonna do? Like my face, I made that.
Hey, all right.
Yep.
Is that a mock?
Yeah. That was out of the little Creator 3-in-1 cool cruisers. It was a little car, and nice. I made a redfish out of it. Let's see if I can get my camera back. But yeah, so those 6 stud wide speed champions. Man, I thought those were the coolest things ever, and I got bunches of them. I probably got about 70% of them. I'd love to complete the collection, but there's a couple of the old ones. Some of the like paddock or garage sets with the 6 stud wides that are expensive. But I got about 60-70% of that 6 stud wide. Awesome. But man, when they came out with the 8 studs, I was like, "Whoa, this is what we've been missing all this time."
You can get all the inventory as I look at chat. All of the details really crammed in there.
Yeah,
a little better, right?
Yes, and they built some new molds for those sets. Oh man, they're good. They are good. I like the new wave coming out. That Ferrari, that red Ferrari, I think it's Ferrari, right? That red Ferrari that's coming out looks great.
All right. So this thing says it's 10 o'clock. So I have to call timeout for 2 seconds here.
Okay.
I want to announce a little giveaway tonight.
Oh, nice.
So we are officially doing our biggest giveaway ever. We are giving away the Razor Crest, the UCS Razor Crest. We are going to click a whole bunch of buttons now and hopefully get this launched properly. And let me find the link, blah, 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 blah. Bear with me as I forget how to use social media. All right, I'm just going to hit this button. We'll hope it works. Get all of the things up here. Share, 1, 2. Sorry, lots of things. I don't know how to schedule properly on any of the socials, so I have to do everything kind of in real time. All right, so TikTok, X, Instagram, and YouTube, everything should be live now. All right, and I will share a link in chat. So very simple to enter this giveaway. If you are in chat now and we see you, you have an entry. Everyone in the Discord who comments on the announcement, which I will press send on any second now, react and you get an entry. Very simple. All of the socials, you see the post, comment and like, and you have an entry. So you can top out at 6 entries, except for the people in the buy box will get a 7th potential entry. And next, whatever the website says, next Monday, we're going to wrap it up. And Wednesday, we will announce the winner on in Discord and in our newsletter. And hopefully I said all those words right. If not, I will post the link to the right combination of words. Because thinking and reading and doing things are not my strong suit combined. Giveaway. There it is. So copy in StreamYard. Paste. And in chat now, which I will try to pin, there's the link to the official giveaway rules, blah, blah, blah. So you can go check that out because we put that over there. Switch account. And Derek, if you were still with us, if you could try to hook that page up, that would be fantastic. Please and thank you, because you are the best ever. And where are we here? Almost done rambling and clicking on things. Oh, wow, that was crazy. Let me pin. All right, that is pinned. And now back to our regular scheduled program. All right, sorry about the interruption there. I wanted to make sure we did that live because everyone here is great. So we like to make sure we take care of our live people. So we do that here. And that was the thing I was most thankful to get before it sold out.
Yes.
Insiders. Now, I only got the one, but it's all right. We'll,
so that was the plan. Get one for the live giveaway, huh?
Yep.
That's sweet. Did you get any for investing?
I did not.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah. Yep. I think that last sale price is good. It did go quick though.
Yeah. All right.
But,
awesome. Thank you, Derek. Yeah, what a great price, and that set is awesome.
Yeah.
I've heard some complaints that it's not Lego enough, which I understand. It's very tiled off. It's
yeah, so smooth. Yeah. Yep.
Model, but
yep.
It is beautiful. It is just, it's a work of art.
It is. For me, I think it is Lego enough because in the show, it, is basically a mirror, reflective mirror. So Lego doing the source material justice, that's the best they can do with the colors they have. And so, sometimes you got to do that in Lego, I mean, the large brick built sports cars and muscle cars, I want those tiled off for the most part. They look great.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, you look at these things and you see all the seams where all the pieces connect, and you can tell it's Lego.
Yeah. I can't wait to see YouTube automatically put the chapters on this, recording when we watch it back. Those few minutes are going to be called rambling and clicking.
I tried recording the announcement separate. It has its own thing. I am completely incapable of doing a 10 or 15 second announcement of anything, to the point where I don't shut up and I'm boring myself while I'm recording. It's terrible. My poor wife, I don't know how she even lives with me.
Well, I know everybody that knows me, that watch my videos and stuff. I know everybody knows that I love the sound of my own voice, and so my wife pokes at me about talking a lot too. And so one day at Donna, she's like, "Wait a minute, you started doing YouTube videos because once you hit record, the computer has to listen to you." I was like, "Yep, I have a captive audience."
Yeah. Yeah. Thankfully, when you talk, you talk in like with intent and a direction, and you seem to have like you have a purpose to your videos. I have like a general idea in my head, and then I just vomit words until I'm like out of breath or out of time.
You talk until you pass out.
I do, and I write exactly how I speak.
That part is funny. Stream of conscious, I love it.
Oh yeah, and I refuse to proofread.
Yep.
Basically ever. I just don't. If I edit something, it's because I'm adding information, not because I'm correcting spelling or grammar. That doesn't happen.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the folks that have been in the Buy Box or Divine or Kickflips or any of the paid groups that I've worked in, it's they've read some of the announcements and they're just long. And I'll even start them off with, "Bear with me, guys, a lot of words coming."
Well, that way, the people that read the whole thing are the ones that really are committed to be there for it. It's a barrier to entry.
Yeah. Well, I think details are important because there's a lot of nuance to investing, and
oh yeah,
some of the things it's like, wow, this set looks like absolute garbage, and then you notice that like, oh, one of the minifigures is unique and the actor or character or whatever that it represents died and is never coming back in the real world, in the show, whatever. Beloved character, now it's gone. That's key information, right?
Yep.
You have to add that in.
Yep.
Or you get the situation with misprints or colors changing and things like that in sets. Yep. That's good information to have. If you don't mix that into the details, I don't know.
Well, I have a tough time keeping my videos under half an hour.
Yeah. Well, good, because I like longer content. It keeps.
Well, that's good because I keep hearing that's horrible for YouTube, but
whatever.
People are still watching a little bit. And, I mean, for what I do, it's great. I'm so proud and excited and appreciative of everybody watching and all the comments and the community and the fun and all that kind of stuff. I never would have thought that my channel would be watched like it is, but there are some huge channels out there that know all the ins and outs of the algorithm and they really dial it in. And for me, I'm just like, nope, I've got a game plan. I turn on the camera, I start talking, and I edit it down, and whatever it is, and we have fun with it.
Yeah, that's the way. Oh, Liam's here. What's up, Liam? Yeah, long format is where it's at. Yeah. I think our top 10 shows, the shortest of the top 10, I think, was an hour and 59 minutes.
Interesting.
Yeah. And that show, that was the first of the 5 of us together. And that show, I think, broke 1,000 hours of watch time.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. And when Tyler was on Light Bricks, that's in our top 5 or 6. That show ran for 4 hours. Yeah. And we had quite a few people still hanging on with us at the end. I was barely hanging on, but there were still people in chat.
That's awesome. Ken, I'm not making it 4 hours tonight, man.
No, it's bad. I'm not making it 4 hours either. This has been a long season.
Yeah. Yep. Well, thank you, YCam and Clutch and Neo and others for the kind word, Liam, kind words. And I will not be going to short form. I mean, some videos are short than others, but I will not be going to short form. So I appreciate the positive on the long form. And yes, I would be watching my videos in 1.5 speed too. So have at it, enjoy it. totally agree. I gradually at work, it's gotten out that I've got a YouTube channel, and your buddies review and everything. I love it. Right? You own it. You love it. But my line that I tell people when they find out I have a YouTube channel for the first time is I say, look, if you are trying to go to sleep and you just can't make it happen, I got a YouTube channel for you.
I've tried to fall asleep to Lego content, investing content. I cannot do it. I can't. It keeps me up.
So there's one. I don't know. I don't make it a habit of mentioning other channels other than guys that we record with, like Brian and DG and Jim and all them. But the big review channel out there, we all know what it is. The big review channel. I love him. Great reviews. And, he's talked about it over the years. Many people have said that, his voice is great. He just has a great YouTube voice, right? Like it works. And he's commented how he's like, man, I think now he's commented he's used to it. But early on, he's like, man, I don't think my voice is that good, but people liking that kind of stuff. And not that he puts me to sleep, but that is like my, like as I'm going to bed at night, that's my big, bring it down for the night is watch one of those. And it's like, he's perfect for that. And I watch him throughout the day too, but he's phenomenal.
Yeah. Some people just have that voice. I've listened to Scott Adams before I go to sleep every night for, God, what's it been? 10 years now.
Nice.
And I turn it on. I get basically through the intro and the intro is over. And so am I. I'm done. And then I'll put it back on the next day and actually listen to the show. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Well, in today's world, man, especially, people like you and me with all the Discord channels and our phones pinging all the time and always, Johnny on the spot with deals and everything else. Sleeping, I'm fortunate. When I was younger, sleeping was a little harder, but, last 25 years, sleeping has been no problem. And having a methodology to shut it all down and say, all right, I've done what I can do today. It's okay to forget everything and get that sleep in and be charged up for tomorrow is critically important. So as a kid in high school, I used to fall asleep to Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew on Loveline. Oh, man. Dating yourself a little bit there.
It was such a good show back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So funny. Adam Carolla. I haven't seen him in basically anything in ages.
Yeah. He made some good money, so I'm sure he's doing all right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he was kind of the godfather of podcasting, right?
Yeah, in a lot of ways. Yeah. Now you got what's his name? That's the big podcaster. Rogan. Yeah. Yep. A lot of people. Yeah. And and he's he's really shown the value of long form. He's like Lex Friedman. He's shown the value of long form.
Yeah.
I saw somebody commenting, yeah, short form feels cheap. It's very superficial, right? Like you really, what can you really get into without having follow-up questions and without letting things kind of meander and see where it takes you. So I like long form.
Yeah. I'm good with short form as like a gateway to the long form.
Yeah.
Or like for ad purposes almost.
Yep.
Give me a good clip of something long form to like show me why I need to watch it.
Yep.
Liam's got a good one here. Australia just banned under 16-year-olds from social media. Wonder how it'll affect the Lego community. That's an odd one. I think it's going to do a little damage to Lego, I would imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Because without social media, how does anyone become aware of anything anymore?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I mean, I work in construction, so I certainly wouldn't hear of anything Lego related. That would not be a thing. You know, yeah, I would lose all touch with the outside world without social media.
Yeah.
I guess if you're, 15 or something, and you're still in school, so you're talking to other kids about the things that they do. But I don't know how anybody finds out about anything. I guess you go to the store and you trip over it. It's in front of you, and you're like, "Wow, look at this cool new thing." But
Yeah.
nobody watches commercials, so I don't know.
I did hear that a new industry in Australia is cropping up, which is realistic adult masks, so that kids can get their social media accounts with facial recognition. I'm serious. I heard it, and if I heard it or saw it on the internet, by golly, it's true. It must be true, but.
Oh, they can send their slightly aged AI agent.
Yes, there you go. But
and now we've come full circle.
Yeah. I saw. Yeah, that went into effect. I think today. It passed a year ago, but went into effect today. And that's gonna, or yesterday, whenever it was. But that's gonna be pretty wild.
Yeah. So what do you do with that point to get your kids in touch with the outside world? Because you're not going to have them read newspapers. That's certainly not a thing.
Yeah.
Whatever you call it, terrestrial radio isn't really a thing anymore, right? Nothing has commercials. And if you do see a commercial, it's a pharmaceutical commercial. So
oh my God. Yeah.
So how do they know about new things?
A few people have already commented that, is it really going to change anything? Are you really going to stop it? I don't see how you do stop it.
No. How about better parenting? I think that's where it starts, right?
That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I've got two kids. One has a cell phone. The other one is getting one soon. I think at the end of this school year, I think is when we do it. Yeah, I think end of the school year. And so like, I don't want my kids on their phone all the time. We certainly, we have controls over it. My wife got all set up. It has down hours, and, it shuts down after a certain amount of usage and that kind of stuff. And my oldest is, got a bunch of friends in text groups, so he's learned how to manage that time. And I think that's healthy, right? Like, learn how to budget your time, learn how to budget your money, that kind of stuff. So you got to manage that. And I certainly don't want my kids on it all the time. But I think it's pretty easy if we just tell them, like, hey, here's the amount of time you get. And when it's done, it's done. And then you're forced to go do something else. And so if, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, if somebody said, hey, you're not getting social media, we wouldn't think twice. But the kids, one of the commentators that was talking about the radio article about this in Australia, they were saying, don't forget, this is kind of the first crop of kids that have had social media since day one.
Yep.
So it's like taking away, their food or their air. And as a parent, even though that is the most difficult thing that we deal with as parenting is my oldest on his phone and just, making sure that he's doing all the proper things and not overdoing it and all that kind of stuff, I would not want him to take it away. Like, it's very important. Socially, it's very important knowing the outside world. And so without all the infrastructure we used to have, encyclopedias, newspapers, TV commercials that weren't 4 minutes long, so people actually would say, hey, I can sit through a commercial or two, all that's erased. You're living under a rock at that point. Like, at some point it's get with the times, right? Or you are incapable of being assimilated into society. And I certainly wouldn't want that for my kids. So I'm curious. Somebody said other countries might follow suit. I imagine a lot of countries are curious to see how the next year goes for Australia with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Poor Australians. First they're a penal colony and now they're guinea pigs. Yeah. Oh well.
That is
a tough life.
That is freaking funny.
Yeah. We have quite a few Aussie friends out there in the Lego space. Some good people.
Nice. Yeah, I think I've got some pretty good viewership from Australia.
Yep.
Only
Liam is Tasmanian.
Liam's Tasmanian?
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, he mentioned he had to get back to work. I was curious what time zone he was in. That's really cool. Yeah, looking at my channel metrics, I think just under 50% of my audience is U.S. A lot international, which is freaking cool, man. I love it.
That's wild.
Yeah, I've made friends, and it's all, over chat and WhatsApp and that kind of stuff. But I made friends with people, multiple in England, Israel, Austria, Australia, and that kind of goes back for early in the conversation, right? Like this whole thing, because it's a lot of work. You and I have talked about this in the past. Selling Lego. Yes, there's a passive income aspect to it, but there's a lot of hustling. This is definitely a hustling environment, and so if I'm going to hustle, I want to enjoy it. And so having people that are, fun to talk to and interesting and kind and shoot you cool emails and that kind of stuff, like that's awesome from all over the world.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that it happens that easily, right? Because you don't even notice that people are in a different country anymore.
Yeah.
They just happen to be there.
Yep.
And unless they tell you, how do you know, right? You just have a conversation with them like they're sitting, one door down from you in your neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And then they mention, oh yeah, it's I got to get the kids ready for school. It's like it's 7:00 at night. Like, oh no, I'm in Australia. It's actually morning.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. Yeah, and then one guy I sold a family reunion. The Chinese New Year family reunion. Loved that set. I sold it to a guy locally, and when I drove up and got out of the car, immediately he's like, "Wait a minute, you have a YouTube channel?" And I was like, "Yep." He's like, "Oh, this is awesome." I'm buying from a guy I watch on YouTube, so that was cool. I've had that happen 3 times now with people I've sold to, and I had a couple of guys recognize me in the Lego store a year ago.
Was it weird the first time? Like almost creepy weird?
So no, because the 2 guys, it was the first time I was in the Lego store, and these 2 guys were like, I don't know how they did it. They like the way they broke the ice. I don't remember the way they broke the ice though. It was not creepy at all, and they were really cool and really nice. And they were a little bit younger than me. A couple of them, they were really cool. And then of course, your sense of humor and your personality comes through in your YouTube videos, but not completely right. It's it's edited, and I like you don't have the quick wit, dry humor that I tend to have sometimes. Well, let's put it this way: I think I'm funny, and a lot of people don't think I'm funny, but I think I'm funny. Darn it! And so So what happened the first time at Lego store? I come home, I come busting through the front doors. And Mrs. KDX is like, "What's going on?" I was like, "Honey, we got to move." She's like, "What's going on?" I was like, "I'm a freaking celebrity." And she's like, "Oh, Lord, you have lost your mind." As you can tell, I am not afraid to make a lot of fun of myself. And so she's like, "Oh, Lord, this is the worst thing to happen to her." Me being recognized. She's like, "It's the worst news ever."
Oh no! Now it's gonna go to your head.
And then she looks at my YouTube stats. She's like, "Hey, so how long does it take to make a video? So how much money are you making an hour?" And I'm like, I think I've gone from $3 an hour to $4 an hour. I mean, I'm killing it on YouTube.
$4 an hour, man. That's all right. I'm still in the negatives over here. So I feel like I'm paying YouTube to hang out.
Yeah, yep. So I think I'm at $4 an hour on YouTube on average.
All right.
But it's fun. I do better when I resell Legos. I'm beating $4 an hour on that.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Ken, that was so coming through on camera, because it like lags like just half, not half a second, like a tiny millisecond. But the way you said that was, oh, that's good. And then your facial expression kind of like followed your words. And that was one of like, for the love of God, Kevin, I really hope that you're doing better than $4 an hour on your reselling. Yeah. Otherwise, you're doing it all wrong.
I wonder, how do you even calculate that? Because you figure what's it take? 30 seconds to buy a set, and then to list it, you're in for 4 minutes. If you're on one of the harder platforms, eBay Marketplace, it takes a little bit longer pictures.
Yep.
So now maybe you're in for 5 minutes, receiving the item, opening it, inspecting it, putting it somewhere, taking it back, boxing it. I don't know. So maybe all in 20 minutes tops per set.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you can calculate it based on that. But what is your research time? And I don't know. That's a hard one to calculate.
Yep.
I just try to ignore the hourly entirely.
So interestingly enough, I think I'm going to do that calculation in a future video. This topic has been rolling around in my head for a few weeks now, because I've done a fair amount of buying and selling, and so I've thought to myself, hey, I could probably do, more than this, but I could probably do 4 or 5 videos of going through 15 sets that I sold before I completely exhaust my audience. I have enough sold sets to do more than that, but I probably limited 4 or 5 videos. But it was like, because somebody asked me, hey, when you do return on investment, you're just doing total return on investment, but they wanted to see annual return on investment. And for a lot of people, that's a legitimate metric. But for me, I don't think it is, because my choke point and my workflow is time to get things listed and sell. So I sell things, I hold on to things longer sometimes than I would if I had the time. And so, and a lot of times when I hold on to something longer, I don't necessarily get more for it, right? Like we see the Camel 3X charts. A lot of them, they go up and then they kind of, flatten out after the first couple of years. And so for me, the annual return on investment isn't so good. And also the other thing I look at it, the other way I look at it, especially when it comes to that hold time, I have a certain amount of space. So I don't have any storage units. I have it all in the house here. I just hide it wherever I can so that Mrs. KDX can't see it from any angle in any of the common spaces, right? Like,
under the couch and behind the TV. And,
all kinds of, it's got to make sure it's out of sight from all angles, right? But so I have limited storage space unless I grow and get storage units someday. But right now, limited storage space. And so it's like, okay, I got that. So I can fill that up. And once I have that filled, that stock filled, then, and I just continuously do it, then it doesn't really matter. And as long as I'm each year buying and selling about the same amount, then it doesn't really matter if I am buying and selling sets that I bought a year ago or 5 years ago. Like once you build that up, then the annual is just the annual. And obviously holding shorter is the best, but if I'm buying and selling the same amount, it just doesn't matter. And so I am really now thinking to myself, hey, where my model can get me the most bang for the buck is not return on investment. It is total profit per unit, because selling the single unit is my choke point, and that's the time, right? And so from there, I'm focused on how quickly can I sell each unit? And I don't care if I bought the unit for $500 and I sell it for 600, that's $100 profit on that unit.
Yeah.
I'd much rather do that than $14 profit that happens to be 100% ROI, but $14 profit on the pink parrot, for example. Because for me, since I have limited storage space, my investment is not what limits me, it's my time. And so I'm looking at things a little different angle. So I actually am going to do a calculation and figure out like how long on average does it take me to buy? How long does it take me to receive and enter in the computer? All the things you listed. How long does it take me to list it, package it up, sticker it? And when I was thinking about it in the car the other day, I came up with about half an hour per set. And if I'm doing half an hour per set, and that, I think that's an overestimate, but I'd rather be, overestimating on that. But if I'm doing half an hour per set, and ideally, my goal, I'm not there yet, but my goal is to make $100 an hour. If I'm doing half an hour per set, then I don't care what my ROI is. I want to buy sets that I get a $50 profit on. So every hour I'm doing two $50 profits, two $50 profits, and I'm making $100 an hour. So kind of funny how I'm looking at that.
That complicates things, though.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, that narrows down the type of sets that you're able to purchase throughout the years.
Yep.
Like by a lot.
Yes, it does. Yep. Huh. But if I can get my workflow down to 20 minutes, which I think it honestly is more like that, well, now I need $33 a profit per set. That opens up so much more, right? So this is where my head's been at. If I can get my workflow down to 15 minutes a set, now I need $25 profit.
That's probably about the sweet spot.
Exactly. So that's how I'm looking at things. It's it's really fun to look at it that way.
With your method of selling, this might be a little tricky, but I think to get it down to a shorter time, you need to be doing multiples of the same set, doing it in volume, right?
Yep.
But that's hard when, well, I mean, you also say you like to go very wide, so that,
I do.
That works against you there. And with marketplace sales, you're almost forced because of kind of that, the platform or whatever, going wide is necessary.
Yep.
If you were to go and sell on Walmart, that would change things quite a bit. And then, you can just say, okay, well, I have 15 of the same set. I'm going to get 15 of the same box. They're just going to go out the door. It's going to be real simple.
Yep. So those are all things I've thought about too. So right now I don't go buy specific boxes. I just use what we get and my neighbors get from Amazon deliveries, and I do the best I can. But I have thought about, okay, if there's a set that, I intentionally want to go 30, 50, 100 deep on, and hopefully in a year or two, I'm talking 100, 150, 200 deep on, right? Like that's the goal. But if there's a set, then obviously I'm not going to sell that many on Marketplace. There's just, my greater metropolitan area, I think it's 1.5 million. I can't sell 150 of the same set. So then I have to say, okay, I'm intentionally buying these to put them on eBay or Walmart someday, but put them on eBay. And that's when I would go spend a few extra bucks to go buy the perfectly fit size boxes. And then you list it on eBay once. And then every time somebody ships one, you grab a box, throw it in, sticker it, and off you go. And I think that could get my workflow down to even 10 minutes per set in some cases.
That'd be huge.
That would be huge. Because then I would be willing to do that for Pink Parrot.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Now that you've mentioned that, have you checked the prices on that recently? How was that doing?
So I bought mine for 11, and so far, it's still not doing good.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'm sure on Amazon it's fine. But I actually have one listed on eBay, and I don't think I'm getting any clicks on it.
Let's see. On Amazon, it's going for 30 right now.
Yeah, that's not great.
It is definitely not.
Mm-mm.
Let's see. I'm curious.
How did I get on?
Well, there's 94 sellers on the listing, so that's probably not helping much.
No.
900 sold in the last month.
That's a good clip.
Yeah, somebody. Where are we here? I'm gonna have to look at the sellers on this because somebody's going to be sitting on some pretty heavy quantity.
Yeah.
That buy box is barely moving.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's see.
Yeah, on eBay, 230. Let me do new. On eBay, 228 new listings. On eBay, it's selling for 25 to 30 with shipping included.
Okay. All right. So the guy with the buy box right now on Amazon has 78 units, and
It's not a ton.
kind of the next guy in line has 87.
Not a ton.
What we got here? Yeah, I want to see total quantities here. Come on. There we go. So just looking at the 30 lowest priced listings, there's, I don't know, roughly 700 units at 3288 or less. That's a fair amount.
It is. So, you heard my, for me, I'm not worried about holding on to things a little longer just because of how my environment model works. I still think that set's going to be fine.
Yep.
Lego's coming out with a lot more Creator 3-in-1 animals. That new wave, they're a little smaller. In a lot of cases, they look pretty good. But as Lego prices go up, what amount of stuff that you're getting for that pink parrot and the quality of the set, I don't think it'll be a problem being at $40. It just might take another year and a half.
Yep.
And then
the other people out of your way.
Yeah, and then buying them at 11, maybe it was $11.99, and selling them for 40.
It's pretty good.
We talk about doing the workflow thing and getting the right size box and just having a stack of them and putting them on eBay. Obviously, again, if we can ship them into Walmart and Amazon, great. But I would take that all day long on eBay.
So Clutchhead's got a question here. Marketplace listings. Do you do one listing for each item, or do you do like a multi-item listing? What's your approach?
So I do a listing per item 98% of the time.
Okay.
There's some things that I group. I grouped a couple of helmets recently, some minifigure or battle packs. But what I do is I take the pictures. I got a little setup in the garage, and I'm again, the workflow you learn every day. I'm getting faster and faster and faster, right? But I have a little setup in the garage with my overhead lights and some lights, just some crappy stuff, so I can take reasonable pictures. And I'm just clicking through pictures real quick on a bunch of sets, getting them all in boxes, getting the measurements, and then if I have more than one of that set, or I think it could do better on Marketplace, you feel it out, which sets are likely to do well on Marketplace and not. Then after I've done the eBay listing, then I basically just copy the same eBay title I use, have my Facebook Marketplace page open, new listing, paste that in, throw the price in, drag the pictures over. I've got the same statement I put on all my listings, copy and paste that in. I'm doing a Facebook listing in 45 seconds after I've done an eBay listing.
Yep.
And so because of that, I'm already doing it for eBay. Some things I only list on Facebook, but that's pretty rare. But yeah, so because of that, I like the individual listings. I noticed that when I look for Lego in my area, it's pretty much all my stuff. And so and I kind of like that, right? And I like a lot of people saying, hey, you got a bunch of stuff and, you know, I'm interested in this one. Let me look at what else you have. And then I share with them, hey, I also have these. You know, I have a lot of screenshots already on my phone just from, you know, people ask me what else I have. So now it's pretty easy to be like, oh, hey, you're looking at Harry Potter. Here's a few others I have that I haven't listed yet. And so working, you know, that's what you lose with eBay is you can't work the deal too easily. Sometimes people start messaging you and asking, do you have anything else? But that's rare. But on Marketplace, you can work the deal. And tonight, actually, I sold 3 little sets at once. And so each one I made a $10 profit on. And I sold them each for 15. So I bought each of them for $5, made a $10 profit on it. Individually, not so much. But then when I look at it as I bought a set, yes, it was 3, but I bought a unit for $15 and I sold it for 45. Now I'm feeling good about it.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of listings that, man, Marketplace pisses me off to shop. I've seen a lot of listings where they'll have a picture of 1 million sets and they'll price it at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or free because they're obnoxious. It's like, well, clearly it's not free and it's not $123,000.
Yep.
And then they'll say something stupid like only reasonable offers accepted or like, I know what I have. And it's like, just shut up. Do you want to sell these or not? Occasionally, you'll get the full list of prices and people will actually, you know, check them off as sold.
Yeah, as they're sold. Yep.
That's glorious because I can work with that. As a buyer, I can work with that.
Yep.
I wonder how aggravating the customers are when you have a listing like that. Like if you're very clear, you know, it's you put up whatever the max number of pictures is, and you have a very clear list or a downloadable spreadsheet. I've seen people do that.
Yep.
Maybe that's a decent play, you know, because we also get the question, oh, what else do you have? Yep. You can say, you know, look at the rest of my listings, but people aren't bright enough to be able to navigate that.
Yeah. Yep.
So you have to list them similar items, and they're like, oh, well, now that you've spent, you know, 20 minutes rattling off all of the other, you know, Star Wars sets, what I'm really looking for is like a 4+ friends set.
Yeah.
All right. Well, probably should have just started with the opposite of what I thought you were looking for.
I've only had this a couple of times, but I mean, it's like anything human behavior related. There are always patterns. And you know, this is a little bit of psychiatry, but there's always patterns, right? But you got to learn them, and learning them takes time. And so I've had instances where somebody's interested in a bigger set that I have listed, and they'll ask me what else I have, and I'll show, you know, send them some other things, and in the end, they just want the little one, and I'm like, crap, I talked them off the big one, you know. And so, you know, you learn to read those. Like, there's so much nonverbal communication that goes on the Facebook Marketplace community. I mean, the fact, you know, when people just click the button of, is this still available? That tells you so much. Probability goes way down that they're actually interested. If they use your name or not, if they're like, hey, Kevin, and I know Facebook automatically does that on some of those like preloaded messages, but you can tell if it's preloaded or not. But when somebody says, you know, actually writes to you, that means something. And so I'm getting pretty savvy at figuring out like what this customer could be interested in and basically not shooting myself in the foot. And not that I'm looking to play games with or anything, but, you know, like you said, I don't want to do a bunch of work sending them images and listing out prices for them to come back and say, hey, I just want one set. Yeah. But yeah, so I actually really enjoy you know, I love talking to people. I maybe one day I'll get into sales. I don't know. I don't know if I'm any good at it, but I actually really enjoy the game of the human psychology game of selling on Marketplace. And then when you go meet people, everybody's been nice. I've been invited over to people's houses for dinner a couple of times. It hasn't happened, but, you know, gotten personal phone numbers. Hey, let's hang out, you know, repeat customers. It's awesome.
Yeah, walk in, they're like, "Oh, throw your keys in this bowl." And you're like, "Shit, maybe I should have gone to this house."
Wow, Ken, that accelerated real quick.
Hey, it's marketplace. You never know what's
marketplace. That is so funny. So funny.
There's got to be I wish you could have better notifications in marketplace, like as a buyer.
Oh yeah,
there are so many deals that I see, and again, I also work, which nobody would ever believe it by the amount of time I spend online, but I swear I do have somewhere to go every day. And I see some of these deals like, oh my God, that's amazing. It's, I don't know, whatever. It's $300, $1,000, whatever, 200 sets. I don't know. Just whatever it is, give it to me. And so I'll message them, hey, whatever their name is, I can pick these up. It's later this afternoon or tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It's whatever is most convenient for you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. If it's still available, please let me know. I'm ready to buy. Like I don't send an offer. I just lead with that, see what they say. And then maybe you can play around with the price. But you got to let them know you're serious right out of the gate. And then sometimes you can hear the disappointment in their voice when they respond with, oh, well, this is already pending. I'll let you know.
Yep.
And then you see it listed, and then like a week later, the same listing's back with just a little bit missing from it. It's like, well, that blew up in their face. They should have just let me have it. Yeah. Now the deal's not sweet enough because a little part of it's missing.
Yeah, I will say, and I think it's mostly because I have my regular job in life and my family and kids and my hobbies and blah, blah, blah. My mountain bike jump just showed up in the mail. I'm very excited about this. So, got things going on that, my attitude is like, hey, I'm not going to push anybody. It's all eventually going to sell, whatever. So I'll actually hold things for people sometimes. I got one person, and this one is unique, not my typical hold, but they want I think it's a Skimwing Avatar set, but I have two larger Avatar sets. I think the submarine and then the whale looking thing. I don't know. And the next movie's coming out in a week, right? And so I'm like, all right. Caught me off guard too, but I think it's this year. It's December 19th. I thought it was 2025. Maybe it's 2026 for all I know, but I think it's coming out. But either way, so this guy messaged me, and he said, hey, I don't live in your area, but I'm coming through. And he did it once before too, and I sold to him. And he's like, hey, when I'm coming through, can I stop and get it? So he was interested in the $20 Skimwing set, but the other two sets I got like 90 and 60. And so I said, hey, if you're looking for Avatar, I got these two also. And he's like, oh yeah, I want those too. Well, I got to keep my $20 Skimwing set so that, I have the full package, all three sets that this guy and I agreed upon. But I'm going to hold on to him for another week and a half until he makes his way through my area. And funny enough, nobody messaged me on that skim. Well, one person did. I had like 4 of them. And so I sold one online. I guess I did sell 2, but that was a few months ago. But nobody's messaged me on them except this guy in the last month and a half. And of course, the second I told the guy, yeah, I got you, I hold him, I've had 3 people have messaged me, like 2 today on that set alone. So I think that movie, I think that tells me that movie's coming out soon.
Well, I just looked it up now.
It is, right?
It is this year.
Yep.
With all of the money they spent on that, you would have thought we would have heard something about it.
They might advertise it a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. No, it's been a very busy season, of course.
Yeah.
We've all been jammed.
Yeah.
And less time on social media, whatever. More time in Discord, but less time on the regular socials.
Yep.
You would have thought there'd be some mention of it somewhere. Maybe like old school advertisement, a billboard, or like I'm on the road a lot. Maybe a billboard. I don't know.
Well, maybe James Cameron is like, you know what? I've graduated into one of those lawyers that is so good that I don't have to advertise. I've always known if you need a lawyer, you get the one that never advertises anywhere. And I think he's like, look, the movie will speak. And I wasn't a big fan of the avatars. I don't even know how many there are. I saw the first one, I think part of the second one, and I was like, all right, I got it. But I saw a quote from him, I guess maybe a few years ago when he was floating doing another Avatar, and he said that a studio or two was not so excited about it, and his quote was, "Are you guys not wanting to make $1 billion or what?" I was like, dude, I love that.
Yeah.
The power play.
That's fair. Avatar makes no sense to me because it makes so much money.
Yep.
And as soon as people step foot out of the theater, they don't give a shit about it anymore.
Yeah. Yep.
Like the Lego sets did poorly. I've never seen like any kind of merch for it anywhere ever. Nobody cares. They want to go to the movies and see it, but I mean, you're not seeing like headbands with ears. Do they have funny ears? I don't know. Maybe they're just blue and there's nothing else special.
I think they do. I think actually, if you go to, I forget what one of the Disney parks down here in Florida. Yeah, I'm in Florida. Woo-woo. Florida man.
Yeah.
But one of the parks down here has the Avatar land, and apparently it's pretty popular.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird because obviously we know enough about Star Wars being, it's just people from our generation in general, I think, and and in the Lego community,
Yep.
So you see little ridiculous things like T-shirts or headbands or hats or bags or pins or whatever. I've never seen a single bit of Avatar swag of any kind ever, I think. But it made all that money. It's very odd.
Yeah. Yep.
And no word about Avatar 3 Lego sets, as far as I've heard.
No.
I thought they were supposed to be coming, but maybe they finally learned their lesson and said, we're not going to force this down people's throats.
And I think that I bought that the one again that looks like the whale. I don't know what it's called.
That whale was actually kind of cool.
It was. And the Tree of Soul, Tree of Souls. That was a cool set. But either way, I think that I bought that whale one for $24, if I remember. It could have been $32, but I think it's $24.
Okay.
And that was a couple of years ago. And I got 3 of them, and I think I'm going to be selling them at $90 all day long.
That's a beautiful thing. Yeah.
I mean, can't hate that. But I still do have my BTS dynamites that I bought at $30 from Walmart.
$30 is a good price, though.
Damn good price.
Yeah.
But I filled my cart up when there were like 10 of them. I was like, either I'm getting none or I'm getting them all. So I got them all.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this thing is $70 off, but I still won't be able to sell them for $50. One day they will sell. It'll be fine. Yeah. But I knew buying them. I was like, I don't want to say no here, but I'm not excited about it. But I think it's the right thing to do, and I still think it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, that was one of those ones where, whatever they took their hiatus because they all had their mandatory military service that they had to do.
Yeah. Yeah, they're coming back like in the next 6 months, I think, something like that soon.
Yeah, and like the only way that set's going to be turn into money as one of them dies in the process there.
Yeah.
And clearly, I'm not wishing that.
Yeah, no, of
I don't
course.
want anybody get any mistakes there.
Yeah.
But like it's no amount of money in my pocket from that Lego set is going to make me wish that on anybody.
So you're not in favor of people dying younger than they should?
No.
It's very, very brave of you to be holding that bold position.
Yeah. Well, now you say younger than they should. It's not up to me to determine when they should.
That is true.
Yeah. No, I have all the faith in and who makes that decision. It's not up to me. Now, should I be in favor of things changing here and there, on certain occasions, whatever. That's
yeah. Neo said 10 years from now they'll sell LOL. I know.
Yeah. Well,
but if the band comes back together and releases a great great new album, and there's been a little bit of K-pop here in the US. I know eBay will ship internationally for you. And you don't have to do anything. You just just click the button. But look, they could come back. I think certainly people over there are super excited for them. But if they get a couple more hits here in the US, never know.
Yeah. How old are those kids? Like, I have no idea, but
I forget in Korea if their mandatory military service is 18 or 21, but I think it's in that neighborhood, and they had to do a couple years. Right? Yeah. So they're 20 to 23.
All right, so they're going to age out of their pop look soon anyway.
You're killing me, Ken. We got to root for him, man.
Yeah. Hopefully you find a customer that was at the just right age in the fandom, and then they get to be the just right age to have the disposable income, and then that's your prime target. Right?
Who also is in the US, most likely.
Yeah.
If I can find that one person and they want 10 of them, then I might do all right.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll work out.
Or worst case scenario, you just trade them into bricks and minifigs for.
Yeah. They'll be, again, at $30, it's a ton of great pieces and minifigures.
Yep.
So
yeah, well, I wonder what's the Pardo value on that set.
It is actually decent. I looked it up not too long ago, but I can't remember.
Let's see. Am I logged in here? I am. Price guide. I probably should have looked up the set number first. That would have been smart. It's 21339.
Let's see here. Part out. I'm going to beat you to it.
Current items for sale is 161. 6-month average is 120. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah. Yep. So you beat me to it, but yeah, it'll be fine.
Navigation on BrickLink, on desktop, and on mobile are so different.
And neither of them are great.
No.
I think Lego was like, guys, I got the best idea. Let's buy BrickLink and then put our IT department on it.
Oh, yeah. You just kind of want to get out the can of WD-40 and stick it in your speaker and try to grease the hamster wheel that's powering that thing. Awful.
Lego does one thing really well.
Yeah.
But they struggle at some other things.
Yeah. And
Their website was better this year. I got to give them credit.
I'll give them a little bit.
you're like, man, it pains me, but I'll give them a little bit.
Yeah. I forget who we were talking to about it, but so they made the deal with Epic Games, right? They give them $1 billion, and they get the Fortnite thing, and I think Epic probably had some kind of contribution to whatever's happening with these smart bricks. Maybe somehow technology, whatever.
Yeah.
With all of the money invested in this, can't you just ask one of them for like a little favor and say, hey, can you fix this website? Because really, it is still kind of a kid's toy, right? Even though nobody wants to acknowledge that anymore. It's still a toy, right?
Oh, yeah.
And it would be cool if like maybe a kid could navigate it without wanting to like throw the computer across the room. It's like, oh yeah, Mom, look, there's a new release, but I can't buy it because it released this morning, but it's not available for sale because somebody forgot to push the button to make it live.
Yep.
Too many times we've been sitting at midnight waiting for the releases to turn over.
Oh, I know. And then like one comes in.
Yeah, it's
3 comes in.
And none of them are available.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
it's so frustrating. It's like I don't buy new releases anyway. I'm just there for the GWP by retiring stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
There are people very excited to give them their money and actually pay full price for these things. Let them buy them.
Yeah, no kidding. My last 2 first day buys were the Endurance, because I really wanted that GWP.
Mm-hmm.
And I built them.
Shackleton's boat there, whatever. Yeah.
And I built them both. We talked about that. I think I went down a rabbit hole because I love that book and I love the story. I love camping. I love being outside. Like, I read that story and I'm like, man, that sounds harrowing. I really wish I was there. Like, I'd probably die, but I really wish I was there, man. And then I bought the Cantina day one just because that's the best scene and the best music in all of Star Wars. And I had to have it and build it, and I love it. And I forget what GWP came with that one, but I recall, I think I sold that GWP off. It wasn't interested, but.
Was that the lightsaber?
It might have been.
I feel like that was the first of the lightsabers.
Yeah. And those have done well. I think I sold it before it really shot up. So, yeah. What else?
Yeah. Papa Rex is in here. Do you happen to remember what that was? Stranger Things Creel House. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Creel House for the GWP.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah,
that's a good one, too.
Yeah. The Star Trek
GWP. The wife about that one.
Yeah. The Star Trek GWP was good, but.
Yeah. I don't think the mic picked that up. I got to talk to the wife about that one, and she yells yes from the other room.
Yes. So I heard a muffled. It felt like a dart flew by the mic. Like a sound wave flew by the mic. That's awesome. Yeah. Ken's like, cool, man. Victory. Yeah.
Maybe this one won't be as disappointing as the Black Pearl, because I bought that and then we gave it away.
The GWP?
No, the set.
Oh, the set. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was here. It was in my hands, and then we gave it away.
Well, that GWP sucked.
We sold it for $85 or $90.
Are you serious?
Yeah, in like 24 hours.
Like that little compass thing without any minifigures or anything? Yep. Wow.
Yeah, the yellow fall apart box. I think it was the saber, okay.
Yeah. Aren't they coming out with talking about the Black Pearl, aren't they coming out with a new like brick pirate ship, one of their Lego brick pirate ships? Kind of like a remake from the old days?
I don't know. Another one? Like,
I thought so.
Because the creator one retires this year, right?
Yeah. No, I thought they were coming out with one that's got the single molded hull and kind of like the old.
I think I did see that.
Yeah, the old brick pirate days.
What was that?
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I think that was one of the generic themes, though, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Generic.
yeah,
Shouldn't
yeah,
say it
yeah,
that way. I love Creator, but yeah,
yeah,
yeah, nothing IP related.
yeah. So I'm gonna wait because I like Black Pearl, and I feel like I want that in my collection, but I do want to see what they come out with their non-themed pirate ship set that I think is coming.
Yeah, I'd want more ships in my life. They're just so tall. Like the good ones are tall.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't have room for tall. It's problematic.
What was that Ideas one? The one that was the shipwreck that you could build the ship together?
Shipwreck that you could build the ship to.
Yeah, yeah. The Ideas set.
Talking about the Goonies that just came out.
No, no. It's like
half a ship.
It's like 4 years. No, that one's cool though. But like 4 years ago, there was that pirates ship, and you could take it apart, and it like built like their, like built their house basically. But you could also, their land and their house. But you could also put the ship.
Oh, that was the Viking ship and Midgard Serpent. That one.
No, funny. All this stuff I used to be able to recall, but now so many new sets come out, I can't remember them.
Yeah. Well, when they started giving you 150 in a month,
yeah,
it's weighing you down.
Pirates of Barracuda Bay. That's what it was.
Oh, so way back.
Was that even more than 4 years ago?
Yeah. Well,
8 years ago? I don't remember. Yeah.
What was it? Yeah, it's because there was. I'm going to get the names mixed up because there was the original one, and then they kind of switched the name around for the one that retired a few years ago.
Yeah. Well, either way, I have one. I bought it for, I think, 110, and it's like 500 on eBay. And I still have it.
Oh, nice.
Because I really want to build it.
Oh.
But the longer that I hold it, the more it goes up in price, and the harder it is to, to justify that. But oh man, that's such a cool set. Oh,
I'll have to send it to you at some point. I'm not going to try to dig it out now. Brick, which one was it? Brick World Grand Rapids, maybe it might have been. Brick Dad was there, and his display was all ships, and they were basically, altered versions of sets. So he would, add some length in the middle or redo some sails, whatever. Unbelievable quality work. It just so good. And upscaling existing sets or adding some color, and the Superhawks helped them out and made a rainbow colored ship to go in there and mix it up. It's just beautiful display. Great work. I'm gonna see if I can find a shot of that to send you.
Yeah, the Lego ships are cool. They do a good one. Yeah, relevancy is currency. That is clutch. Yep.
Yeah, and what is it? Next year? It's a new Pirates movie.
Mm-hmm.
Is that actually confirmed?
I thought it was. Yeah, wasn't Johnny Depp like, hey, I deserve redemption here?
Yeah, I think that's what was confirmed last time we looked it up.
Yeah.
Of course, now I try to search for it. Every single result is them either trying to show me the original movie or sell me something related to it. Whatever. I need to just use Comet more often. It's way better. I'm a little scared of using StreamYard in Comet because I haven't tried it yet.
Ooh, let's break it.
Yeah, maybe next time I'll do a trial run at some point.
Yeah. I'm sure there are multiple articles. I'm reading an article saying that it's in the works, but it has not got the green light for production yet.
Okay.
I don't know how this article is almost a year ago. But I really hope so. Johnny Depp is a great actor.
Yeah. I mean, that character is necessary for that movie, and he is that character.
Yeah. You don't have the movie without him.
Yep.
That's kind of the beauty of that franchise is it ends with him.
Yep.
Like they might try to do something because they would make money at it, but it's not. It would have to be a new era, and audience would very much separate his era from anything else.
Somebody posted the other day that since Pirates of the Caribbean, has there been a franchise character that people actually care about? Not that made a lot of money, the movies made a ton of money, but a specific franchise character that people care about. And there must have been 500 comments on that post, and nobody could come up with anything that actually answered the question.
Interesting.
Yeah, because people would say something like Art the Clown from the Terrorizer, Terrifier, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He's the clown in the horror movies there.
Mm-hmm.
But, okay, so that's a franchise. But I don't think people don't care about the character.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a whole different thing. They're amused by him, scared of him. They appreciate the novelty. Nobody cares about that character, right?
Mm-hmm.
People fell in love with Jack Sparrow.
Oh yeah.
Depp is fantastic in the Rum Diary. Well, the Rum Diary seems like a fitting title for a movie. I don't think I've seen that one.
It's funny. I'm thinking how I would answer that question.
It's hard.
First one that pops into mind is maybe Robert. I mean, it's not a good answer, but the closest I can come up with so far is Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man.
Didn't he start before Pirates?
That's what I was wondering too. Like,
yeah.
Or at least before Pirates' last one, right? Man.
What's a better diary, Rum or Wimpy Kid?
Yeah. That's a funny one. Yeah. I'm going to go, Grogu, final answer, Grogu.
I can see that there are people that would agree with that. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I want to be in that crowd.
No, I mean, the best thing that they could do for that series would be to remove that character.
I know. Yep. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah.
Oh, all right. So sold. Now I want to watch this. Okay. Yep. We'll be watching that one. Something that feels like a prequel to Fear and Loathing. It feels like something I need to watch.
So that must be an old one then. I'm looking up the Rum Diary. That's a 2011.
I hate that feels recent.
I know. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, well, it's not that old. And then I'm like, well, it kind of is that old.
I get this. We get this new laborer who I'm hoping can be like trained up to take over for me someday. The kid's great, but he's young. And, needs to pick up on some things, but the work ethic is there. That great hustle, really cares about his work.
Hustle.
And I found out exactly how young he is today, and it's weird. I was his age when his parents met.
Feel old, right?
Oh boy.
That's right. Here's something funny. Amber Heard was also in the Rum Diary.
Oh, all right. Eesh. Man, I can smell that joke coming.
I think in our last group with everybody, Brian and DG and Jim, I think I made an Amber Heard quip.
Did you call it Amber Turd?
I don't remember. I said something, and it kind of passed by, and then somebody in the comments said something like, "Wait a second, did KDX make a Amber Heard reference?" I was like, "Yep, in fact, I did." So bad.
Yeah, we should line up another one of those for next year at some point. Those are
Oh yeah. I mean, your show, your schedule, but I figured that. Was it? Did I say the Hamburg turd?
It was the Herd turd.
The Herd turd. Yep. But yeah, I figured you'd be pulling together a meeting of the minds for another.
Yeah, I think that definitely needs to happen.
Yeah.
We'll have to see what everybody's schedules look like after the holidays and things die down.
Yeah. Well, I know that DG and Brian would be down for it.
Yeah, I'm sure Jim would too.
And yeah, knowing
his last couple of months have been kind of hectic. So
yeah, knowing what I know of Jim is he would love, if the schedule fits.
Yep.
He knows he brings a lot of fun to these.
Yeah. Actually, we have a group call with him tomorrow night, so maybe I'll talk to him tomorrow night about that.
Yeah.
For the Wolf of Bricks call.
Nice. Yeah, because that rolled into to your Brick Dynasty world about 6 months ago, 8 months ago.
Is that all?
I'm terrible with time.
Yeah,
a year ago. I don't know.
No idea.
Yeah,
it's been a minute.
Yeah.
DG cool, just got app access. Last call.
Say it again.
I think DG just got app access last call.
Okay, cool.
Last group call. Okay. I don't know if he actually used it or what happened there, but I know he at least got in.
Okay, cool.
Follow up with him at some point. It's so hard because he doesn't use all of the socials, and he's not. Like, I feel like I age 5 years every time I send somebody an email.
I know we do have quite the diversity in the group.
Yep, for sure.
With all of our different ages and experiences and how we go about, this. Some people do it as their full time.
Yeah.
Other people know. So.
Yeah, full time would be crazy. It's gonna happen. I'm convinced. At some point it's gonna happen. Gotta make a few more right decisions, and we'll get there.
Yeah, it's awesome. I forget, does your wife work, or is she able to?
She does Bricklink and ships orders, and she updates retirement lists. So
yeah, no, I knew she did a lot for Brick Dynasty, but does she have something else career wise?
Okay, well, just the 2 kids.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I know. Yep. Yeah, I know. These days, because we're all so busy, we have to qualify. And we're like, hey, does your wife work? What I mean is, does she sign a W-2 and have to file taxes? Because we know she works. If you have kids or, you have a husband like us with, harebrained hobbies, we know she's busy as hell.
Yeah. She works her ass off, but no W-2. There are no W-2s anywhere to be found in this house.
Nice.
No, knock on wood. We're going to carry that on.
Yeah, that's big.
Yep.
That's big. Yep.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Last W-2 for either of us was 8 years ago, I think.
Nice.
It's been a minute. Yeah, we'll see if we can keep that up. And unfortunately, the longer you go without a W-2, the more 1099s you seem to end up with, and that gets ugly. Yeah. Oh, that's another one of her jobs. She is our resident tax expert. Yeah. She handles all the business taxes too.
Well, that's worth weight in gold right there.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Knock on wood. It's all these years of business. We haven't been audited yet.
Yeah.
And, IRS, if you're listening, I apologize. I'm trying to keep all of the good records.
Yeah.
God and the IRS are the only things that scare me in this world. Yeah.
That's a good line. It's a good line.
I'm really not sure which one can do more long-term damage.
That's
oh man,
that's a good line.
Oh yeah. We try to play by all the rules.
Oh yeah.
Which is miserable when you just get those cash sales and be like, man, it would be great to just it's make all that money disappear, but you can't.
Yeah, you don't want to risk that.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yep.
All right. So we're closing in on 11:30 here, somehow. So one last thought for the night. What are your expectations for the rest of the season? You think we're completely done? You think we're going to get some little surprises, little 1, 2, 3 in the afternoon surprise from Walmart? Something odd.
So yeah, I think we are. I think we are going to get some stuff. I think that I feel like the bulk of my procurements are done. But I'm still going to be watching closely. I think we're mostly done at lego.com. It's funny when it gets late and I get tired, I can't think of basic words. the Phantom 2, what's that set?
The Ghost.
Ghost. It's a really hard word to come up with, okay? But yeah, so the Ghost set, I don't know if it's going to be Lego or Amazon. Obviously, since it's Amazon exclusive, I worry about, hey, is Amazon just going to have a year of zombie stock? I don't know. But I think we're going to see something with that. And then we're going to see... Oh, and I think we're going to see something with 1 or 2 Lego exclusives. I'm sorry, Target exclusives at Target. Target does do some good stuff with their Target exclusives usually. I don't know if that's going to be Spider-Man Mask or maybe a couple of the next tier sets. But I think the sets that what I'm most prepping for and focusing on, hoping for, are the sets that don't get talked about that much, but they're at Walmart, and Walmart's ready to clear them out. Just their clearance before the January release. We get 2 good times a year of Walmart clearance, and I'm hopeful for this year. I think it was about a year ago that I got those Avatar sets. I picked up those Skim Wings for $8, and the Submarine for $20, and the whale looking thing for $24 or $32, and I picked up like 10 Avatar sets, and I'm going to be making almost 200% ROI on them in a year. So yeah, I think there's going to be some of that stuff, but in terms of like going deep on a single set because that's high stock or a great discount somewhere, I think that's mostly done. And then right after that, then we get to see what hangs around at Barnes & Noble and keep an eye out for triple stamps. That's always fun. That game's always fun to play. What's going to stay at Barnes & Noble for 3 more years?
The triple stamps with 20% cash back on gift cards was unbelievable. It was real nice getting those Bowsers cheap.
So 10% membership. which is pretty cheap throughout the year.
Yeah,
10% membership
or something.
Yeah, 10% membership. Triple stamps, that's another 15%. I think for the most part, I'm in the around 12% average on gift cards, but you can go up to 15%. So call it 15% on gift cards. And then a couple of percent on the gift card purchase and a couple of percent on the a couple of percent of Rakuten on the gift card purchase and a couple of percent of Rakuten on the Barnes and Noble. And they do put sets on sale from time, but even if it's only 10 or 20% off, that's looking killer.
So when whatever it was, right around Black Friday, Cyber Monday, somewhere oddly timed in there, GCX gift card exchange, they had a deal going where it was 20%, whatever, GCX cash, I think they call it.
Yeah.
That's a hard combination of letters to say without slurring a little bit. Yeah, so you get their cash back, but it's instant.
Yep.
So if you bought a $400 gift card, as soon as you check out, they give you $80 to use towards your next gift card.
Oh.
To use that, you only have to spend $81 because you have to get a little bit of cash. So for $400, you could get $480 worth of gift cards instantly, and then use at Barnes and Noble with your 10% off and your triple stamps. And triple stamps work with gift cards.
Oh yeah,
glorious. So basically 30% off your buys there. It's very good.
Historically, Barnes and Noble is one of the best places to source from.
Yep.
And I feel like now their website is horrible too.
Yep.
But I feel like it's lower stress and it's easier to get larger quantities, and it's less of a rush. It's just like, all right, wait until they, keep your eye out for those, gift card deals, but wait until they do a triple stamp. And I haven't seen a Lego sale at Barnes Noble in a long time that I can recall. But
there's one now.
Is there one right now?
Yeah, it's terrible.
But it's okay. Yeah. So, that's right. Yeah. I remember somebody posted and I looked at it and was like, nope. The person who posted even said there's nothing. It's terrible. But a Lego sale that matters. But when they do it, it's usually paired with triple stamps.
Yeah. Well, and I don't know if this is region specific or if it's for everywhere, but you do have the option to buy online and pick up in store and not pay until you're in person.
Mm-hmm.
So then when you walk in and they're like, oh, here's these 2 heavily damaged boxes, you can say, you know what? I'm only going to take none of those. Thank you very much. And you don't have any paperwork to deal with, no refunds, any of that.
Yep.
Which is nice. Yep. And through GCX, you can actually print out your gift card. Or you can open it up in your app. So when you pay in store, you can still pay with your gift card and not have to worry about losing out on the discount.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because those gift cards they're not reused gift cards. They're actual legitimate gift cards, just like through giftcards.com, that kind of thing.
Okay.
You can buy regular ones that aren't resale. So you can use them in store, not have to worry about them not working or any of that nonsense.
Yeah, I've had great luck with giftcards.com. Yeah. Yep. And then I got
tomorrow 10% off over there, I believe.
At giftcards.com?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the rumor going around.
Yeah. Yep. And then the Lego 10% comes out every now and then. Like this Insider Weekend, I had, I think, 1,500 in Lego gift cards that got 10% off. So, I was getting 30% off the Batman Gotham City.
Nice.
Using a gift card that I already bought at 10% off. And then 15% on Rakuten, and then the two GWPs and 5% insider points. So good. So good. little bit of work, but once you do it a few times, it becomes muscle memory.
So Mayo's saying here he just saw someone quit their social media. How does that work? How do you witness somebody quit? Were they like on a live and just said, screw this, I'm done? Or like I'm genuinely curious about what that process is like.
Were they live streaming like free climbing somewhere and they slipped?
Oh, man, what's the trampoline salesman when you need him?
I know. I went to a dark place. I think that actually happened once a couple of years ago, right? That was outside of making jokes. That's terrifying.
Yeah. Never too old. I quit social media all the time. YouTube way, they upload a video saying this is my last video. Yeah, that's tough. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I wanted to scroll back here. Where was it? Remember Palestine asked if the Lego Endurance will ever go on sale. I would imagine at some point.
It will. It will. Yep. Now, go on sale. Maybe it's 4x points. Maybe it's one of those where you have to buy, or not buy, but you have to go get a one per person, insider coupon or whatever. But yeah, there'll be something for it. I'm sure it's on BrickTab or somewhere, but do you recall what year that's supposed to retire? I can't imagine it's next year.
No, I think that was a 27.
Yeah, I was gonna say, with how great a set that is, it's gotta be. So Mayo says the YouTube way, they uploaded a video saying, this is my last video. Ken, I don't know about you, but I daydream about that video. Because one day I'm going to have to do it one way or another, right? Like one day I'm either going to be old enough and retired and say, hey, time to not do this anymore. Or I'm going to burn out and say, look, guys, I'm done. But I have like this daydream of like, it's because everything was awesome and I kicked butt and I'm like, guys, I'm good. And I can just, that's my hope.
I don't know how to quit things. I generally don't. I'm like an addict to my core in every possible way. It's not necessarily great and probably mostly awful, but how do you stop? Like let's say Bricklink or Lego investing.
Yeah.
How do you stop? Do you just let all your stuff sell out and not buy any? How do you stop buying? What do you do with all the stuff? Do you die and then let it be your kids' problem?
Yeah, so that I'm going to work my butt off. Now, if I die unexpectedly, that's one thing, but I'm going to work my butt off and not to saddle them with, because my wife, Mrs. KDX, my wife, she's like, look, something happens to you. Number one, we're making your coffin out of Lego bricks. And number two, everything left over is going curb alert. And I was like, but I've got a lot of value in Lego. She's like, nope, I'm curb alerting it. I'm not even dealing with it.
Yeah, I'm in it.
But I have the best, Ken, I have the best tip for you on how to quit something.
What's that?
Start 2 new other things.
Well,
because you're forced.
That's how I got in this mess.
It's like how the brain works. Eventually you get to an age where you've used up all the space. The motherboard is only so big. So when you learn something new, something else comes out. Well, the way I quit something is I start 2 new things, so I have no choice but to kick something out.
Yeah, if you read Dreamcatchers from Stephen King, he talks about the memory warehouse where you could only store so much. So you bring in, another pallet load or something, you got to kick a bunch of other shit out the door.
I wish I could just plug in an external hard. Why can't I just add a few terabytes to my brain?
Yeah. Papa Rex. The only thing I ever quit was smoking. I was quite good at it. Did it many times. Yeah, man, that's my one remaining vice. Well, my one remaining unhealthy vice.
Yeah. Yep.
Everything in my life.
Funny comment, though.
Sort.
Mayo's comment.
Gain enemies. Yeah. I don't know. I don't gain any enemies in any of the things I do. I don't stir the pot much. Maybe that's why we've never gained any like real traction on social media. I don't want to stir the pot. I don't want to like intentionally be an ass to anybody.
All right, well,
That's not the vibe I want to give, you know.
well, next time I'm on, we'll yell at each other the whole time. We'll disagree with everything. You'll have the sound effects keyboard. Meow, meow, meow.
But what I should really do is plan an episode in January with Jim, and we'll just do like a hot takes episode, and 2 hours of Jim's hot takes. I'll get the channel banned. We'll have a blast while it happens. But,
Now, are you saying that will be live, or you're going to go back to old tape, to B-roll tape,
no,
put a montage of all of us together?
Yeah, we would just let him go live.
No, that'd be funny. We could do it
without smoking. Good for you, man.
Nice. We could do an April Fool's episode.
April Fool's for me. Oh man, my vision's not good enough to see that calendar.
Yeah, we could come up with something. Fool everybody.
Let's take a look. What are the odds that April Fool's actually lands on a Wednesday? That'd be wild. No shit, it's on a Wednesday.
Is it really? Now I'm looking too.
Wow.
It is on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
KDX for the win.
Yep, for sure. All right.
Dude.
Yeah, maybe we should make that happen.
Get your large group together.
You know, yeah.
Ken, I don't know how it evolved this way, but I feel like I'm inviting myself on your show at this point.
No, I love it. It's we'll get in that group chat after this tonight, and we'll see what kind of a mess we can make.
Come up with all kinds of random.
Yeah, I mean the odds of April 1st being on a Wednesday. I mean, it's only a 1 in 7 shot, so I guess it's not that out of the question.
No, but it's damn funny that I didn't know ahead of time. Damn funny that we're talking about it, and sure enough.
Yeah.
Hey, to me, it's the closest I've ever got.
It feels a lot less likely than 1 in 7.
Well, for me, it's the closest I've ever got to win the lottery, so I feel good about it.
We'll take the taxes out and then send you your winnings.
Yeah. Sounds great.
All alone in the vertical stream. So YouTube needs to figure that out. They really do. So we are streaming in both directions right now.
Okay.
Because apparently this is how I represent directions.
Okay.
So we're in the shorts feed and the regular feed. So vertical, horizontal. They don't integrate the chat between the two.
Really?
Yeah. So we have the whole feed on the screen here.
Mm-hmm.
But if they're in vertical, they only see the vertical stuff. And over here on the horizontal, they see the horizontal. They don't see the mix of the two.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. And that's just stupid. We have the advantage of being able to see both in the same feed.
Well, other than the fact that the print is like 4 font, at least on my screen.
Yeah. Well, you can click the little button and blow it up a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can. There you go. Yep. Ooh, that's fancy. Yep. And I can obviously open up the chat in the column.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. What did I do? Oh, okay. Never mind. I think only I saw that, so that's fine.
I started pushing buttons. We blew it up.
Yeah. I'm always so afraid of doing things while we're live. It's like, I'm just going to push the one button that's going to disconnect from Wi-Fi or freeze everything. It's no good.
So I have to ask, and I'm not afraid to ask you while we're running here live.
All right.
have you ever started one of these and everything just fall to pieces?
The show itself, or like
Yeah.
connections and things
Yeah,
like
like no. I don't mean like the people and the content. Actually, I should ask you that question too. But no, all the technology. Like you fire everything off, you get started, and then technology, and you're just like, okay,
Yeah.
I guess we're not having a show tonight.
that. Yeah, there. It was a while ago, and we used to do like one-on-one kind of calls, like coaching kind of
Yeah,
things
yeah,
for a private
yeah.
group. And I was trying to move away from that and do more public stuff. And I came on, and I think I spent like 15 minutes swearing and pushing buttons, trying to figure out why my screen was black and all kinds of technical difficulties. And everyone could see me, but I had no idea.
That I was just about to ask. Were you running live the whole time?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, now, mind you, it felt like I had an audience of thousands,
Yeah,
just because it was one of those. But there was like 3 people watching. So
yeah.
3 people who I have probably never watched again, and I've
Yeah.
probably never interacted with. So
Yeah.
it's fine. Right.
But they got to see pissed off Ken.
Oh yeah, and
Well, I save all of my swear words for the computer, usually at work, and the golf course. And lately, it's like 80% computer. I have one of those Swiffer, the handheld ones that I keep on my desk, and sometimes I kind of do a little bit of this. That usually flies across my office and whacks against the wall about once a year. I got to you got to test the check valve, right? You got a water heater in the house. You got to test the check valve once a year. Well, I got to check my test valve, and so that thing goes flying across and hits the wall, and it makes a nice slap, but it really doesn't do anything. So it's good fun.
that's the advantage of construction. We just swear and curse. And
Oh
throw things all the time anyway.
yeah.
Not a day goes by that we're not bleeding or stuck to something.
Yeah.
So I got a razor blade through my fingernail today. It's just normal life, and customers expect you to just be kind of gross and kind of
Crusty.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so if you don't shave or trim for an extra week or two, everybody's like, well, just whatever. You don't smell too bad. It's fine.
Well, I'm in engineering, and there's a lot of swearing in engineering too.
Is that from people not listening mostly?
I would say no. I would say it's more that, and you and I have talked, right? Like you're in the construction world, and so in both worlds, you have to have a lot of different entities come together.
Yep.
So you have to have engineering and architecture come together. You also have to have, like planning and land use and all that kind of stuff, depending on the situation, come together. And then within each of those, like engineering, you have to have all the disciplines, if it's facility related, come together. And so, I really work hard on telling my folks, hey, we don't say they around here. We say we. I don't like the whole, well, they did that and they effed up and blah. Like, I really work on that. But I will admit that's a weakness of mine. Even though I tell myself and my staff that a lot, I still struggle not to be like, they bleeping, and usually they're not in the room, right? Like it's like we're working on something and they bleeping. So yeah. So in a sense, maybe it's not them not listening, but they're their own stakeholder and their own responsibility. So they might be saying, well, we're the ones not listening, but yeah.
No, I tell pretty much everybody that I work with, you're only as good as the worst person on your team.
Oh yeah.
And when you are a contractor dealing with a lot of subcontractors, you are only as good as your worst sub.
Yeah.
And that gets tricky.
That's a tough environment, but it's also a badass environment. It's great general contractors are worth their weight.
Yeah.
So valuable. And obviously great subs for, the GCs, but
we've had the same flooring guy, same plaster, and same tile guy, flooring guy, and plaster, and we've only replaced one electrician in the last 9 years. Those guys have all stuck. They've been around forever.
Yep. And once you get them,
yep, and 3 different languages, so that makes it a little tricky. You got to remember who's coming to visit, so you know how to line yourself up for it. But
yeah,
it's a lot of accents.
Yeah. Those technician positions, man. When somebody's good at it, it is so valuable. Welding, electricians, all that stuff.
Yeah, it's to our flooring guy. Man, he is an artist.
Yeah.
And his home is like, it's basically his showroom.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I love that.
Yeah. And he hasn't killed us on our prices after all these years. He's killing us on the labor, though. Man, he's gotten so spoiled. He doesn't do any of his own demo.
Is he subbing that out himself?
No, he makes us do it.
Oh, he makes you guys do it?
Yeah, he won't even come into a job unless the floors are already moved or staples are pulled.
That's so good. Whatever. So are you guys doing it? Are you guys doing that, or are you subbing that out?
Oh, we have one of the laborers do it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's so funny, though.
Yeah, and man, Tu is the best. He just good human, and he's funny because he's Vietnamese, and he plays up his own accent at times, and where he kind of does like the short round thing from Indiana Jones. Like he kind of plays it up a little extra, and it's so funny. Yeah. Good man.
Well, what I love, and I work with a lot of technicians too, and trades and technicians and all that kind of stuff. And I'll tell you, man, those guys, if they are if it's their calling, and for a lot of them it is, and it's a great calling. But those guys take so much pride in the quality of their work. Now, obviously, there are some bums out there and whatever, blah, blah, blah. But, like carpentry, right? And a lot of that kind of going away because computers and 3D printing and all that kind of stuff can do a lot of that. But there's still a need for good carpentry. And, it's functional, but, if you can make your work beautiful and finish it right, it's so good, so valuable. And it's not just the aesthetics. There's meaning. There's still meaning when people take pride in their work. We'll see if that exists 50 years from now, but today there's still meaning when people take pride in their work.
Well, I hope it does, and I hope they can find a better way to produce the product, because the quality of lumber is getting worse by the year.
Oh, God. It's like Lego prints, man.
Yeah. Oh, every piece of lumber, if you go to, the shitty stores, Home Depot or Lowe's, you're buying skis and bananas.
Yeah.
And the lumber is not as strong as it was.
Yep.
Everything's weak. You can split it. You should not be able to break an 8-foot 2x4 with your foot.
Yeah. Yep.
But whatever.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, the bad prints are U.S. only. Hopefully, the new manufacturing and warehousing in Virginia, Maryland, I forget.
Yeah, it's Virginia, pretty sure.
Fixes that. Sounds like from the reviews I watched, the prints have got a little better in the last wave or two, but the pink, what's his name in the Coruscant gunship, is awful.
What was
but I think they improved that one actually.
Justin Mall's Vengeance was posting today, yesterday, whatever, the upscaled Santa.
Yeah.
And the printed tile on him you is just, it's kind of atrocious, which
And
is a
it's like,
shame because it's a pretty decent set.
it is. And I think that tile's like right in his chest area, right? Isn't it part of the shirt or the beard or something? It's supposed to be like nice and white.
Yeah, I think it was just above the belt buckle.
Okay.
Was where the problem was. But yeah, it's right there in front. And you can't just hit that. I don't know enough about the process, but I feel like you should be able to hit that twice and just put like a second layer on the white.
Yeah.
Kind of. I don't know. I hate bitching about things I don't understand well enough, but
yeah,
it just feels like that set's $55, I believe.
55. Yep, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
You're right. It's the large belt buckle print right in the middle.
Yeah.
With the white, trim around the bottom of the jacket.
Yeah, no good.
Yeah. It is an awesome set though.
All right, sir. I think we should wrap. We're just about at midnight. And as we've mentioned, we both have real jobs to go to tomorrow.
And tomorrow, I'm sure this will be a shock to everybody watching, but I am the MC for our holiday luncheon at work.
Awesome.
I think this will be 3 out of the last 4 years I've done it. And it's usually a couple hundred people.
Really?
And, yeah. And I have a good time with it. And this year, I'm part of we call it the employee morale team or whatever. So I try to contribute to that. And so we're on the meeting, and I used to be the president back years ago. And so now I'm kind of an elder statesman, and I just kind of, I'm like the champion of the group. I don't really have to do too much, but they're talking about the plans, and nobody brought up the MC role. And I said, hey, nobody brought this up. If you have somebody in mind, I hate to step on anybody's toes. It's a great opportunity for one of the younger people. I mean, it is, right? Like, it's a great opportunity for somebody young to get their face out there and get some exposure, and, in the corporation and everything. And I was like, yeah, but you guys do know that I've never met a microphone that I haven't fallen in love with. So if you need a guy, like I, and so the person putting it together, she's like, Kevin, you're in. And then you can hear a few other people in the background going, oh, not him again. So I got to make sure that my jokes that come across like they're off the cuff, but I actually rehearsed them. I got to make sure I'm ready to go.
Oh, man. Well, you enjoy that. Make sure you give everybody a good E-score so they feel wanted. That'll be great. And so I will hit the group chat tonight about the April 1st show, because I think that sounds awesome.
Cool.
Everybody in chat, you guys are the best. It's been awesome to see you guys and have you hang out with us tonight. We appreciate that. Next week, Lord Business will be on with us. We're gonna do blah blah blah. We'll do some whatnot talk and find out about all the crazy things he has going on, because he is a bit of a maniac and he's just fantastic. So that'll be
I want to watch that one, man. That's awesome.
And then the following week is Christmas Eve, so that will be a recorded show streamed live, and our guest for that one is Slurpee. So that'll be a good time too. If you guys have not already, if you're in chat, you're entered anyway. Pinned comment is the link to the website, all the giveaway info for the Razor Crest. Do all the things, get all your entries in, whatever. Like the stream on the way out the door if you could. I would appreciate that. And that's enough words for me, because I have now said too much. Thank you all. You're awesome. All right, Kevin, it has been real. Thank you again.
Ken, appreciate you as always, man. Love the group, love the community.
All right. Good night, everyone.